when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go,
Whoa.
I'm driving the train right now.
Hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in the I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way.
Yo, it's like, nah, bro.
It's a nice range, 'cause I grind through.
Welcome to another trailer reaction for Untitled Live.
My man was in a regular suit, like a suit, 3-piece suit and a tie with a cowl on.
What?
Damn.
Slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yo, what up? Welcome to Untitled Live, man. Episode 144. Coming at you with a new episode. I'm currently broadcasting in the backyard. It's like 80 degrees out here. Roasting out here
right now.
Yes, sir. You know, we can't miss a date. We can't miss a show. You gotta keep it going. That's why I got the tank top on right now.
Yo, there,
You know what I
Will
mean?
Smith. Welcome to Miami, bienvenido a Miami.
I ain't in Miami, but I'm out there. You know what I mean? I'm in Central Florida, so. Oh man, yeah. I'm still a little sick. Today was like a weird one. Like I was mad fucking weak, bro. I couldn't fucking do shit. I know it's like the weather sounding like it's getting to me, but like I'm not drinking enough water and shit. So I'm feeling that shit. So today was like I was just chilling, like sleeping. I slept. I woke up, was chilling for a bit, and then I went back to sleep. Like I was just like non-existent today to the people around me. So
you're gonna have to start taking those like super broad like vitamin C pills, man. Like them fucking
bro,
shit's where you gotta like time your time how you swallow it and shit like that, cause they so big, you might.
Yo, and like, bro. So I'm at the So we have like a family friend like that has a house right next to my parents' house that does Airbnb. You know, we're a big family coming from the Bronx, so we rent out the space next door. Mm-hmm. So Chris Solbrick, you know, he's in the building. He rented this space out, I think last year for his birthday. But yo, I just thought I forgot how terrible the bed was. Like, yo, I cannot sleep. Yo, I'm like, I feel like I'm sleeping on a flat bed, bro. It is not good. So like I'm not sleeping too. So it's like I'm sleeping, but I'm not sleeping like I'm not well rested. You
should leave a review for us so the guy know that the bed is terrible.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, because he doesn't charge me like what they normally charge. I mean, it's a family discount. You know, he said the bed wasn't. Man, you're a different kind of Puerto Rican, dude. You're a different kind of Puerto Rican.
You know, people say bed wasn't. Body types are different, man. It's not one bed is not for everybody, man. So like the bed might have been great for you, but for maybe a heavier set person, that's a horrible bed, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real. Like it's you know, I like a firm bed, but like this is rock solid, bro. Like he's Puerto Rican. He's the other type of Puerto Rican that will sleep on the floor and feel like the best thing ever. Like he would love sleeping on the floor. Like I can't do that shit. I need some kind of like buoyancy, if that makes any sense. I want to sink in a little bit. I want to sink in like Festa and shit. Fresh Prince in the building. What's good, baby? Hope you join in very soon. We're gonna get into that Secret Invasion shit. That's gonna be a hot topic. Oh man. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna start off with my week, right? I know I kind of like was already in my week, but I'm gonna start off with like a little extra shit. So week has been amazing. I'm out here, like you said. I'm out here in Florida. I'm out here till next Sunday. Next Sunday or next Saturday, one of the two. And it's been good, man. I've been chilling with the family, been eating. You know, my mom knows how to throw down, so I'm out here getting the weights.
Oh, bro, ain't
Um,
nothing like mama's cooking, man. Like you, I'm not knocking Steph's cooking, but like, when you have mom's cooking,
see, there we go. My man said he sleeps on a hard bed. I know. He said, "Mama fresh, I miss her food." Yeah, man, she's throwing down. So we got the
well,
whole
I never
family
had
out
mama's
here.
freshest food, but I just know mom's cooking because my mom throws down too, even though she don't like cooking as much, but she throws down when
Yeah,
she do, yo. Like
you got to come down to Florida, man. Come down to Florida.
I be
I'm
down in
telling you, you're
Florida.
not
I
gonna.
have family down there, but I did it more
Yeah,
like in
being
the northern part though.
I'm like I'm in Davenport, so like that's close to like to Kissimmee and Orlando. So I'm
That,
up there.
well, that's upper Florida. Yeah, you're in the northern part.
Yeah. Yep. So 4th of July was pretty cool. We had the kids, had the little Roman candles. Nothing too crazy, nothing like explosive and shit like that.
Nah, New York
Had a
was
guy
was
pull.
going off, baby.
Yo, I saw like I heard there was like I saw like a video on TikTok where they like people were fighting the cops in the street, throwing beach chairs at this. Like
Yeah,
it was like
yeah,
riots, bro.
yeah. They were wilding out. I think that was the Bronx. They were wilding out.
Yo, the Bronx is undefeated, bro. Like, she crazy. Yeah, man. So I had that. I had a guy pull out a gun on me, Florida.
What?
I tried to gloss over that one. Yeah, man. So yeah, so all right.
What the
Like,
fuck?
yeah, so it's Florida for you. You know what I mean? So all right.
Well,
I
yeah,
had
the
to.
state is shaped like a gun. You outside. Everybody got a gun because the state is shaped like one.
Yo, so all right, it's 4th of July, we chilling, and we got the kids with the Roman candles, chilling. I'm chilling with my pops, and across the street, um, the neighbor comes out, and he's like looking at me, he's like grilling me. But I've met this neighbor before, like he was cool the first time I met him. He had a long beard. This time he had like kind of like just like he shaved everything off. He's just like looking at me, and I looked down and I see like he had a gun and he cocked it. Pow, pow. And I'm looking at him like, the fuck? And I look at my pops, I'm like, yo, did he just cock his gun? He goes, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Yo, I was like dumbfounded, bro. I was kind of like,
Nah,
really?
I don't like a party done. Everybody get in the house.
That's exactly what I did. I told Stephanie, I said, hey, Steph, bring the kids in. And and she go, why happened? I'm like, just bring the kids in. Neighbor next door pulled out a weapon. He pulled out he cocked his gun, and she goes in, boom, make sure the door was locked. And I'm talking to my parents, and like, yeah, I'm like, yo, I'm about to call 911 because that shit is like, you can't do that. That shit is super illegal to bring out a gun, especially if you're not a non-threat. You shouldn't be brandishing like weapons and nothing like that. And then he kind of
Especially to
like
like little kids. Like, bro, what's wrong with you, bro? Like,
yeah, so I mean, backstory like the neighbor has some kind of like PTSD, and those firecrackers going off, and I guess he was kind of like lost his shit.
oh,
So I was gonna call 911, and I was gonna I'm like yo, like this has to be documented. You know what I mean? Like if he has like some kind of like ailment, like it's only gonna get worse if it's not treated, right? Like today, he may have just cocked his gun, but next year, he may pull the gun out, like point it, and it could get worse. So, but at the same time, I'm like, if I call, I don't live here, you know what I mean? So I don't want to like leave my family here
what an
dealing
issue,
with that
yeah.
shit is next. So I'm like, and my pops called his wife, and kind of like squared it up. They were drunk, which was even scarier. But like I think to either yesterday or today, my parents drove by him, and he was all like saluting my pops. You know, my pops is a veteran, so he was saluting like almost like nothing ever happened. But I think that he thought that because I'm next door to my pops, so maybe he thought I was just a renter, and he didn't recognize me. But even though, like, I'm like, yo, like, you shouldn't pull this shit out anyways. Like, that shit
I know
would be
sometimes with like PTSD, when they're triggered, like sometimes they snap back, like especially was like in the war, like he snapped back into it, like he's not even like noticing that like this is the civilians and stuff going on around him. Like sometimes they're so severe, like they get snapped back into the war mindset that they think they're around enemies. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. Yeah, that should definitely be documented. You need to get help for that if that's the case.
Yeah, so I decided not to. I kind of like charged into the game. Just didn't say nothing. I don't know if that's gonna ever bite me in the ass, but yeah, I was pretty pissed off, man. Like as I was walking by, that shit would happen in New York, bro. Like, that shit wouldn't rock. But I called him a couple
Gun
of
laws
names.
are a lot different in New York than in Florida, man.
Yeah, like it's weird, man. But that was pretty much it, bro. Like that was like I didn't really get to watch any crazy. Well, I've been watching like Naked and Afraid, like a lot of episodes. Like my brother's watching that shit, and his mother's watching it, and they've been watching it like every night. Like after everything's all done, they'll watch like 2 or 3 episodes, and I've been getting kind of like sucked into that shit. I'm like, this shit is like it's pretty fucking dope. Like besides the whole naked part, like the whole Adam and Eve aspect, like if they were introduced into the planet, like how would they like survive? That's what it is.
Yeah, I know. I've seen episodes of that shit before.
Yo, and it's funny. This part, I mean, I don't think it's intended to be funny, but this parts I find very fucking funny. You know what I mean? Like the ants and shit. When they start biting or like
you gotta be
if
really
they step
secure
on
with yourself to like be right out there in the wilderness, not only on TV but butt ass naked, bro. Like,
no, 1,000%. Dude, there was a guy that goes, yeah, you guys, you producers out there don't have to use too much blur because he said my penis is too small, so it'll be easy for y'all to blur it out because this will be a little thing. I was like, nah, bro, you said that shit on live TV. You crazy? I said, you crazy? Yeah.
He's like, I'm a grower, not a shower.
Yeah, man. I've yet to see a black dude on that shit. Yet to see one.
Bro, we don't. That's not our shit, bro.
No, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, the blur would be crazy.
I mean, the blur would be crazy, but like, the only way there's a black person that will show up on that show is like he was completely raised around white people, bro. Like that's not our thing, bro. The Woods, we don't fuck with the Woods.
Nah, we don't fuck with the Woods, man. That shit crazy, man. So yeah, I've been watching that shit and just chilling. Other than that, like that part, that was kind of like, I took it really well for someone that had that kind of shit, because I would have definitely went, as far as like my IQ when it comes down to like reacting a certain way is really low, because I'd be like, I'm straight like fuck that shit, like nah. I kind of like was, I called him a pussy twice. You know what I mean? I said, you pussy, but like other than that, kind of like that was it. So I haven't seen him yet personally. I've been waiting, but I'm being smart. Yeah, the neighbor
with the gun.
Yeah.
I
didn't call him in his face. He was like in the house, but he was looking through the blinders, and I was like, yeah, because he's noticing, like, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm looking at him like, pussy, like, yeah, you know what I mean, dude. I was pissed, but
bro, leave them Floridians alone, man.
Caster.
Here.
Leave them Floridians alone, bro.
Word, man. I was just listening, bro. You tempting fate right now, bro. Chill out.
Yeah. I felt that shit. Once I said, I was like, yeah, now OD. Why people comes out? I got nothing. I got nothing to save myself. So I'm like,
I mean, I'd have probably did this.
Like, you like, though. For a white person in the harbor, we just start throwing objects at him, like
random shit. Get out of here! Get
away from me.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy here, bro. Like, and it's like a small little town. It's not like it's crazy like that. Like, it's houses are like decently like spaced out from each other. It's not like no one's on top of each other. You're not hearing no one's like kind of like music and shit. Like, it's just chill.
Right.
I tell you one thing, man. This is like where all the Puerto Ricans migrated to, because I couldn't not see a Puerto Rican. I've seen so many Puerto Ricans, I got tired of it. I was like, bro, it's so many. I'm like, yo, where am I? I forgot I was in Florida for a minute.
Bro,
But they all here.
It's the land of the Hispanics, man.
Yo, dude.
Further down you go, you're gonna see more Cubans.
Yeah, I was about to say, so hop, skip, and a jump away from that.
We are here, but I tell you one thing: the Puerto Ricans here, they just cannot not say they're from New York. They're like, yeah, I'm from New York. Like, like, yo, yeah, I wanted to leave so bad, but yeah, you just keep talking about New York.
It's a New York thing, man. You know how it is.
Yeah, everybody's from New York. You move to Florida.
Word, you go to the pizzeria.
Like I ain't one of them just trying to move down there.
Yo, you go to the pizza shop. They have like the pizzerias out there have like a water reservoir, water reservoir that says New York based water reservoir. Wow. Like they make sure the water is like how New York is, so the pizza comes out like New York. No, it's not. I mean, I had pizza like maybe like a couple of days ago. It was very close to New York pizza. I'm like, oh shit, but like. Yeah, it was like New York dollar pizza. It was like New York dollar.
Yeah, that's the one that I heard when they said when you move to, if you're a pizza lover, once you move to Florida, like you just gave up your love of pizza. Like it's not the same. Like
yeah, I told my pops, I said, don't worry, man. Like Florida's about to be the best in pizza, because as far as like New York, they got the whole situation where like they're about to get rid of all coal fucking brick ovens for pizzas. I'm like, that's crazy. Like how
that's why that guy was going crazy. Throwing pizza at the mayor's and the governor's places. So you see that shit?
Yeah, I saw
don't take our pizza away. Don't take our pizza away.
Yeah, man. I mean, you got restaurants that rely on the brick oven. So like,
yeah,
it's not the same. Like you have a brick oven, you could taste the difference between brick oven and a gas. So
I guess they're trying to save the environment. So
yeah, clearly we can't save the environment, because look what happened in Canada. Like if that happens again, we can't do nothing about that shit. It has to be a collective thing. Everything has to be done collectively.
Well, I was supposed to be able to control the wildfire that went out of control. So
yeah, to control wildfire, lost control. That shit sounds crazy. But other than that, man, my week has been like okay. It's been good. So I'm glad I'm out here. I'm still a little under the weather, but I'm getting much better. But yeah, pretty good. Caster, since you came in, bro, Fresh Prince, how was your week, brother?
I'll keep it quick. It's been a pretty simple week. Been doing a lot of working and stuff, so just stressed out doing that. Doing overnights and shit like that too. So it's been like I've been getting like barely any sleep. But yeah, other than that, still watching my Everybody Hates Chris again, doing a rewatch for that. But yeah, that's about it. I watched the things we were supposed to. I noticed a couple random things that happened this week, but we'll probably bring those up later. So besides that, yeah, it's been a cool week. I didn't really I'm gonna be honest, I didn't do anything for the 4th. I wasn't worried about celebrating. Yeah, so I mean, I saw everybody letting off stuff in the city, but other than that, I really didn't participate. I didn't have any parties, nothing like that. So this is pretty much a stable week. That's
what's up. How about you, Van? How was your week?
Yo, to be honest, my week was pretty all right. I'm understatement. That shit was pretty crazy in the beginning, but it got all right. Cause at work, 4th of July, I don't know. It was like the thieves all wanted to come in the store 4th of July. So we catching people back to back, but then like, caught this one dude. The last time he was in the store, he put out a knife on one of the female AP workers. So, like the young dude, my boy Riggs, I call him.
You know about Riggs.
Yeah, he's like, yo, keep an eye on the guy heading down the escalator. So I turned the camera on the escalator. I see, yo, that's the nigga with the knife.
Oh,
So then the manager, I don't want to say names because she gets wild, so I'm not gonna say no names in this. So one of the managers heard, like one of my managers that's active, he heard it. He's like, I think that knife. I say, that one with the knife, you sure? I say, yo, I'm 100% that's him. I'm calling 911. So I'm on my phone. I'm calling 911 while he going downstairs already.
round
So I'm on
two.
the phone. I'm over here like, yo, we need the cops ASAP, blah, blah, blah. I'm giving it. Yo, first of all, I don't know who hired these 911 operators where they ask all these motherfucking questions, yo, like,
Oh God.
before they even send the cops. Like, bro, I'm telling you, there's a dude with the knife robbing the store. Send the cops ASAP. I gave you the address. I gave you the crossroad. Why you asking me what he looked like? We'll show the cops when they get here.
To be honest with you, bro, it's a script. Like I took
I know
the test.
it's a script, but
Yeah,
it's damn, yo.
But yeah, it's like that's how they want you to do these things. Like you have to do it a certain way, like by the book. So it sounds annoying, but yeah, I went to training and all of that for that. Like, yeah, it's what you saying. I felt the same way when I was in the training. I'm like, yo, this is wasting mad time if somebody's like in some dire situations. But yeah, that's how they have them operate. It's weird.
Like, bro, like send the cops first and then give them the cops information on the way. Like, dispatch them out first, and then I'll keep answering your questions, but let me know that okay, cops are on the way.
Right.
I'm gonna still answer some questions. Then I'll be more calm when answering your questions. But like, as long as you tell me the cops are on the way, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think they do that shit because like if the dude has like mental health issues, right? They kind of want to find out if they can send the right people out there.
Right.
Versus sending someone out there that is not like really like he can't, like, you know what I mean? You don't want to send a regular cop out there, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
he might just shoot the dude.
Hey, if it happens, it happens. But anyway.
Yo, damn.
Listen, that nigga pull a knife out. You pull a knife out on people, man. That's God's will after that, man. That's what I look at it. But anyway, yo, so we called the thing. I guess he felt like the heat was on. He didn't normally stay to steal a lot like he normally did. So he took one item and he put it in his back pocket. And he tried to, then he's like, I guess he knows like mad people was looking at him and stuff. So he started to leave the store. So then, when one of the manager that's with it, he comes in the escalator in front of him. And then like, they tell him like, yo, don't make no sudden movement because he got his hand on the knife behind the manager, right? So he got the hand on the knife. So they're like, he's like, what, he got the knife out? He's like, he got the knife out? And I was like, and it was like, yeah, they say, yeah, he got a hand on the knife. We see the knife, but don't like make sudden movement, don't act weird, like, just walk normal. And then these like, so the manager just kept it normal, let him walk past, and then they followed. So I'm still calling. Meanwhile, while he zooms out the door, I'm still on the phone with 911, giving them the whole description. And now I gotta tell him where they going because he ain't in the store no more. Because they still asking all these damn questions. I said he ain't in the store no more. He's outside. He's walking towards 86. He's walking down 86 and Lex. He's walking towards 86 and 3rd.
Oh, he gone.
He's gone, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm like, yo,
he gone now.
I said police. They said, okay, police is on the way. Now they said police is on the way.
Yo, nigga gone.
Bro.
Yo, Wally.
So this is why I say no names. Riggs and the manager start following him. He's like, yo, we still follow him. We gotta make sure the cops get him today, So they follow him. So I'm looking, I see 2 officers across the street. And I'm like, yo, officer. I said, there's a dude with a knife. He just robbed us. He's going down to us. They're like, what? So they came over. They're like, what happened? I said, a dude with a knife. He just robbed us. My two of the employees are down there with him right now. I don't know what's going on. They could be getting stabbed up. I was exaggerating the shit. Like, yo. So then, cop was like, you know what he looked like? I said, yeah, this ain't, come with us. So, like, I get in the backseat of the car. I'm like, all right. I get in the back seat. We driving down,
Nah, Red is wilding right now. Red is wilding right now.
Bro, this shit was a movie, bro. And then I'm hearing like, he's on 86 and 3rd. He's on 85th and 3rd. I said, he's on 85th and 3rd now. So that them do the time. Whoop, 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 whoop. So I think dude heard when they did the siren to turn, he started panicking. He was shaking garbage can like And then like I hear Riggs saying like, "Yo, don't worry about it. He's too fat. He can't chase after us. He can't run his stab. He can't run his stab."
Yeah.
So then I see the crew on the side over there. So they're like, "Oh, that's the crew over there." And that's where the guy. I see the dude dashing across the street, knife out, running across the street towards. I see, yo, that's the dude right there. That's the dude right there.
Yeah.
Yo, the cops pull out, cut him off with the car. Yo, they had the gun. Yo, dude had the gun drawn like this, like across the hood of the car to the windshield. I'm looking at it through the windshield, like, oh shit.
Yeah, my man escalated that shit OD, bro.
Bro.
My man escalated that shit.
Straight up. Him right there. Straight up. Yo, so I'm looking like, oh shit. I'm trying to get out the car. Yo, tell me why the cops forgot I was in the car, bro. So I'm locked in the back seat of the car.
Yo.
I'm like, I can't get out the shit. I'm like, yo, I can't get out the car. And I'm looking at it. They got the gun drawn in here. They pat him down. The female cop put the cuffs on here. And they pull the knife out. Long ass, like, I'm talking about one of them, like, kind of fillet knives. Them shit that when you just cut meat to the bone, you can, like, just fillet that shit right off and stuff like that, bro. One of them shits. Crazy. I had to call, like, the manager, like, yo, I'm stuck in the car, man. I need you to pull up, open the box. He's like, oh, you in the store? Come down. I'm like, no, I'm not at the store. I'm in the car right in front of you. I'm stuck in the back seat. The cops forgot about me. Let me out.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, he started laughing.
Yo.
Like, bro, I'm parked in the they stopped in the middle of like 3rd Avenue traffic. So this car is coming towards like this way. Man, we're going the wrong way in a one-way street, bro. I'm like, bro, yo, I hear the cop going, hey, oh man, I was about to order some ice cream and this shit happened. I swear to God, bro, the ice cream truck better still be there. He's yelling at the guy. He's like, the ice cream truck better still be there. We're gonna have some problems, bro.
Yo, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that footage for the back. I'm gonna need that shit. If that shit is public, yo, I need that. I can imagine you being back like, yo, bro, what's up?
I got a picture. I only got a picture of him getting arrested from what they took. Cause I said, yo, George, I'm going back to. I said, damn, I'm going back to the store, man. He said, all right. So he went back to the store. I said, all right. He said, all right, I'll go back to the store. I'm just sitting. I'm sitting there like, yo, that shit was crazy, bro. Like, yo, that was really like some kind of fucking like action movie kind of shit right there, bro. Really, I'm like, this dude really dashed across traffic to go stab some people, yo.
Last action hero right there, bro. That's what it is, man.
I was legit. I was elite snitch. I was in the back car. Like, oh, that's right there. Running across the street.
Wow.
Man,
was this like before, like, because I know there was a CVS worker that got stabbed, right?
They said it was might have been a CVS in Target, because we heard it was a Target worker that got stabbed.
And I think Shorty died. She was like, the dude was stealing and some shit. She stopped him, and he stabbed her in the stomach, some shit like that.
Oh, and in the CVS Target?
Yeah, CVS, yeah.
Holy shit. I didn't know she died.
Yeah.
I heard it got stabbed.
Yeah.
And then I heard somebody got stabbed.
God.
Bless you.
Thank you. Excuse me.
So, yeah, they went to testify against this dude today. So I got to ask them how that shit went. What happened with the court trial. They rushed that shit. Oh, man,
yeah, for real. That's pretty quick.
Yeah, it should have today.
They ain't fucking around, bro. They're like, nah, let's get them around.
And it happened in the beginning of the week, you said?
It happened on July 4th.
Oh, damn.
Damn, that's like mad close.
Nah,
bro.
yeah, that's crazy. I ain't never seen no shit like that.
Yeah,
that's a quick turnaround, guys.
They had that nigga rain today. I guess they're
holiday too. Shit.
I said, at least he take the plea deal. Whatever plea deal they give him, he better take that shit.
Damn.
Cause they
crazy, man.
He gonna do time. It's not only for the stuff he did there, but the what he's really gonna get arrested for is the last stuff he did when he pulled the knife on the shorty, because he bumped the charges from like petty larceny to like aggravated robbery or some shit like that with a deadly weapon, which is a felony.
He lucky he didn't get shot. Like the moment he took out that knife, cops would have
Word.
like easily
Word.
had the trigger finger ready.
Yo, the cop, he had the gun on, bro. I saw it. I said, shit. That's a
You could tell like there's a sound that you just will never forget. Like the gun coming out the holster has that clanking sound.
Click,
It's like
click. Yeah.
it's like metal on metal. Like
Yeah.
you hear that shit. Like
I don't know. I don't know if this happens for anybody else, but like the gun wasn't even aimed at me. But when I saw the gun pulled out, like that shit all happened in slow motion in my I saw that shit cut. I said, "Oh shit!" I don't
Yeah, you
know.
don't want to see nobody get
that
shot.
happen to me. Yeah.
You kind of want to look away, but at the same time, you don't. You want to catch everything. You got FOMO. You're like, oh no, let me see that.
Yeah, man,
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was a crazy situation, bro. I was like, shit.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Shit.
And then I didn't do movies this week. I didn't do movies this week. Even though I wanted to, but
It was Mission Impossible this week, right?
No, it didn't come out this week.
Oh, next week. Okay, next week.
Everybody was seeing it early, I think.
I wanted to go. I still want to see Indiana Jones, but probably go see it Sunday. I was cleaning. I decided to clean up a little bit today. You know, so I was like, let me do that. I'll watch Indiana Jones on Sunday or something like that.
I was gonna say, let me know how you feel, but I know I'm gonna probably see it all on your face when we get here next Friday. I've been hearing people review that shit, and wow.
Well, I have a high school teacher, my science teacher from high school. And he likes Indiana Jones, and he rated it above Temple of Doom and Crystal Skull. I mean, so it was like number 3 on his. It was number 3 on his list. So it was Raiders.
I mean,
Raiders.
A lot of purist people, like people that grew up watching, like not like us, like it was already like the movie's already out when we came out. Like we kind of like fans after the fact. Like folks that went to see it like live
in the theaters,
they kind of like this movie. Like those purists kind of don't have an issue with this movie.
You know,
like our generation.
I'm gonna be honest. I really didn't hate Crystal Skull though. Like even though it's not the best of the Indiana Jones movie, I didn't hate it the way like other people say, "Oh, this movie's good dog shit garbage."
Yeah, I didn't either. Not like that. Yeah.
No,
like,
I didn't hate
Indiana Jones always had like, anybody who watched Indiana Jones, it always had like this weird like occult mystical thing going on with it. Like everything ends in some mystical way. So like when the aliens popped up in the end of Crystal Skull, I wasn't shocked because that's like shit that happens in like Indiana Jones. Like some mystical shit like Raiders of the Lost Ark. You had like the freaking ghost that came out the Ark that was killing the Nazis. Temple of Doom, you had a dude that was pulling out the heart out of people's chests and shit, and then light them on fire. And then you had the stones that were glowing because they were from the god Shiva or some shit like that. And then Last Crusade, you had the freaking knight with the Holy Grail.
Yeah, the Holy Grail.
A knight from the Crusade that was there guarding the Holy Grail for like 700 years and shit. So it was like. Then you had they always had some occult thing going on with this. So like, even like people got mad at the monkey shit, but like. This weird shit always happens to Indiana Jones when he gets out of situations and shit like that. Like,
I mean, that's the only thing. That's the only thing that I have an issue with that movie was that the certain like ideas and certain the direction they went. Like as far as the monkey shit, like that was crazy for me. Like my man was able to swing faster than the car and catch up. That was the only thing. I was like, this is crazy. This is too much. But other than that, like the movie was not that. It was not that terrible.
They always got some weird shit going on in Indiana Jones. Man. Indiana Jones is like one of my, it's one of my favorite like movie series. Like y'all know this. Right? You see where we have the debate between National Treasure and Indiana Jones. I'm always defending Indy. Indy's my guy, man.
That's why I'm interested to see what you think about it after you see it, because I have faith in your judgment when it comes to this. We pretty similar to this.
I was watching something on Entertainment Weekly, some shit. They kind of like spoiled like the what happens to like with Shia LaBeouf's character.
Yeah,
It's like that's kind of
I
like
heard about it.
it's kind of whack what they did to him, but like that's whatever. I guess they wanted to write him off, like, but it's kind of whack.
I didn't hear how, but I heard they killed him off or something like that.
Yeah, that
Yeah, it was like it's not even like a crazy plot point. It's not. There's nothing to the story. Just pretty much like his character is just like rebellious and just hated his dad so much that in spite what his father thought, he was like, I'm gonna just join the fucking I'm gonna join the army and I'm gonna go to fucking Vietnam out of spite, and then dies in Vietnam. That's it. That's it. That's all happened.
That's whack to me, man. Like that's like in Transformers where you find out, what was it, last night? You find out the dude died. He was dead. Like what? Like what? Why? What? Like that was. I don't even like the movies like that. Like.
Oh, you talking about the one with Mark Wahlberg where you find
out bro, like that shit was like the whole family was like a line of secret society, whatever. That shit was way too much. Like
you killed you killed him. You said he's the last line.
And then you kill him
wikis.
So that
means he died. That means his father died. His mom
died.
That's like damn, bro. Like
why? And then you just
But that's a Shia right now is not looking too good in Hollywood. Right? I know that he's rehabilitating himself. Like he's doing better now. Like he's doing these free courses where he's teaching kids how to act and all that kind of shit. He's kind of in the right direction
now. If you look at him in his life, he's good now in a better space.
Yeah. It just Hollywood is purging him from a lot of these.
That's why I'm saying it's unnecessary. Like that looks like an agenda because that's. Why are you doing that to him?
My thing is like, okay, you didn't want to bring him back for like, but you could always recast his character. You didn't have to kill it off.
Yeah,
like, it was only in one movie. It's not like we're gonna say, they didn't make Shia LaBeouf by his son. Oh, I hate this movie. Nobody's gonna say that.
Ain't nobody.
You could have recasted it.
Nobody's screaming from the hills for
unless there's like things that we don't know that we don't know behind the scenes. Maybe they did reach out to him and say, "Hey, listen, do you mind coming back for a cameo?" And he was probably like, "Nah," because I think he kind of wrote off like doing these big IP projects. So he probably said no. Who knows?
Let him recast him. Because I feel like who could continue Indiana Jones movies than his son? That'd have been cool if it was his son was going to continue on doing on this venture. Continue the adventures of collecting like artifacts for him and stuff like that.
Oh,
nah, but then we can't woke it.
At the same time, I'm like, nah, I don't think they reached out to him because based on what he said a long time ago, like because he said a whole lot of shit about Steven Spielberg, and he's like, hey, listen, he went into like these movies thinking that Steven Spielberg will be there, like he was the director to these movies, and was never around. He's like,
just
bro, he has other people directing his shit, and he's like. He did it for Transformers. Like Steven Spielberg was a producer for that. Right. He wasn't around. He went to Indiana Jones. He wasn't around. He was like, so he talked a lot of shit. And then between him and Megan Fox called Michael Bay a Nazi, and that was it. That's why she got canned.
She apologized to that nigga too. She wanted her job back.
I could imagine, bro. Like you wild out like this. He put you on the map. I didn't know who Megan Fox was up until Transformers.
Right.
And it wasn't like the acting was all that great either. Like,
but I don't blame Shia for that either, because you know how things go in marketing and contracts, and they probably did tell him that Steven was directing or doing whatever. And but at the same time, I don't blame Steven Spielberg either, because if I could get a producer's credit and all I got to do is check the dailies. Or I gotta come in and see what the director did and be like, all right, I think you should do this, that, and that, and go ahead and do that. If all that's all I gotta do and I get paid and get a producer's credit, I'll do that too. So
was like, I directed 3 of these movies. I'm not directing the 4th one. Like, that's my do. I just produce it.
Yeah. A lot of people don't realize like George Lucas didn't direct a lot of he didn't direct.
Right, that it's his IP, right?
Yeah, it's just IP. He only did the first one, and after that, he kind of like walked away from it. He did the prequels. But like other than that, like Steven Spielberg, like he doesn't direct a lot of
Star
stuff.
Wars.
Yeah, I'm talking about Lucas, like these big directors that want to work with. Mm-hmm. They just think, like, oh shit, like maybe he was gonna do this project and did it. So I don't know, man. It's weird.
Yeah.
That's actor shit. That's millionaire shit. I can't relate.
Right?
I'll
Yeah.
take whatever. Like if you guys gonna put me in a movie, bro, and you're gonna pay me 20,000-50,000 just to say a couple of lines, bro, I do it. Give it to yo. We are looking for work, guys.
Definitely.
If you guys need like
You're
some
ahead.
podcasters on
Available.
this shit, holla at us. So fine.
Yo, bro.
Yeah, she definitely had the toe thumb.
Oh my
That
god.
she definitely has the toe thumb. Yeah, Megan Fox has a toe thumb.
Who I want to know who first realized that and like wanted to blow that up, because that's not anything I ever noticed until
I've seen that
wow.
shit. It came up on the internet once. I didn't notice it. That somebody pointed that shit out. I was like, oh shit.
That's what
and
I'm
then
saying.
watching it, you see it on Front Street a lot.
Yeah,
bro.
because once you see it, you can't unsee it. So, damn, it's crazy.
Yeah, so back to my week.
I was waiting for that.
Just went way off. I was watching the Indiana Jones movies today. What else did I watch? What did I watch this week? Shit, my mind's going blank right now. I know I was keeping up the Bloodline story. You know, saw Money in the Bank. So Raw. I tried to watch SmackDown today, but you know, sleep got the better of me.
Yeah, we gotta watch it after the show, bro. I seen like highlights of what happened in the beginning and that.
Oh, I saw the beginning. Yeah, the beginning was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy, bro.
I saw that. I was watching that shit today. I was watching it today on my pod, so that shit is hilarious.
Yeah,
crazy,
that's set up because I think it's gonna be Jay versus Roman at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the setup. That's why they're taking out Jimmy right now to set that story up.
Damn, this shit is crazy, bro. I'm loving it. I'm loving this ride, though.
The Bloodline story is one of the best stories going on in wrestling right now. Like,
might be one of the best ever, bro. Honestly, like
for a faction, yeah. I haven't had a good faction storyline like this since DX with Nation, yo.
Word, yep. Mm-hmm.
Hey, bro. Like, yo, that's how long it's been since we got a good faction storyline like this, bro. Like,
yeah.
Man, this shit's really good. Now, Evolution was another good faction storyline, too.
Yeah, with Randy and all that. That was a great
storyline. That was another good faction storyline. But, like, this Bloodline, man, listen. I'm wondering if they're going to bring out more family members and add to that.
They have to, bro. You have to. That's what's going to take the shit over the top.
Can you imagine they have two family members, like one that sided with the Usos and the one that sided with Roman, and like they both warring with each other.
I'm trying to think who else could come out because
they got Rock's daughter in NXT right now.
I don't think they should bring her up. That shit is really because even if you hear them talk about it, it's like they're like it's family, but it's not really family type shit. Like I mean, when they talk, like I'm saying
they're family adjacent,
right? Exactly. So
really.
It's like, we know them and they're later related and shit, but like they didn't grow up with us type shit. So it's like more of them and Tamina, and I mean, shout out to
The Rock.
Rest in peace to Umaga. You know what I mean? He was like their older, like the youngest uncle. You know what I'm saying? So he was closest to them.
Yeah.
So it's like more of that. So I could see a Tamina getting into it some type of way. Trinity gone, but if she would have came back, that could have been cool because you know what I mean. But yeah, I don't know who else they will bring back because you got Rikishi and who else did you introduce?
He's dying to like
I know
jump in the store. He keeps saying he keeps throwing out like little subtle things,
little tweets.
So like he wants to get in the story so bad.
Yeah.
He's like, those are my boys, yo. Who's gonna set them straight with the father, yo? Let me in.
But he can't get into it until they really get mixy with Solo. You know what I'm saying? Because Solo's like,
bro, they're not mixy right now after this.
It's more with Roman though. They not really beefing with Solo. They just like, yo, bro, like you should be with us, but fuck it. Like it's more we got a problem with Roman.
Once you send your brother to the hospital, I think it's mixy, bro. Like
I mean, it is. I mean, real life shit, yeah, it's mixy, but this is wrestling, so I think they got a little more to go.
Michael Cole was like, keep in mind, this is Solo's own brother.
Yeah, I'm loving this shit, bro. I'm
Yo,
loving
this shit is crazy,
I'm
bro.
loving
Like,
this
this is
whole
his own
shit.
brother that he did this to.
What did you think of Money in the Bank? Since we don't talk about wrestling that much, it's not a lot that we got to talk about this week. So, what did you think of Money in the Bank?
Money in the Bank.
Besides the bloodline and all that, the
It was a good pay-per-view. I think London really brought it. Like, I was
hell yeah.
After I watched London and Money in the Bank, I was so disappointed with SmackDown's crowd. Like, I'm like, New York, we ain't got no energy. Like, this is. I'm talking about like when the songs came on, London crowd was singing. They were hyping up every entrance, bro. Like they were hyping up every match. Like even throughout the match, it was like when Bailey was wrestling, they keep singing the "Hey Bailey."
Yo, that's from NXT, bro. What do you mean, my girl? Yo, that I love London, bro. They are one of the hypest crowds
I would
out there.
rather watch wrestling with London than I do it with New York. Because when I told New York right now, I say, yo. Usos came out. Nobody was really hyping up the song. Nobody was dancing. Nobody. Yeah. It was just like you see a few in the crowd. Like, bro, come on.
They was in the Garden though. So let me say, Brooklyn is a different experience because I've been there live a couple of times at Brooklyn.
I've been to Brooklyn.
Brooklyn is live like that, bro. Like I mean, I don't think it was as loud as London, but Brooklyn be live, bro. I love going
for Brooklyn. I was in Brooklyn for the SmackDown after WrestleMania when Kofi just won the chip.
Oh,
and Kofi just won the chip, and they were there like celebrating and shit like that. And yeah, Brooklyn was lit. And then I think Becky also came out, Becky Lynch, and everybody was singing at the top of their lungs. Becky Lynch, so whoa! And she was like, "Oh, you guys got the voice of angels." Like, bro, everybody at Brooklyn was lit. Brooklyn was lit. But like that Madison Square Garden crowd, I was like, nah, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Manhattan is kind of weak, bro. I'm not gonna say New York because Brooklyn be tight. Like I was there for it was the Raw after, I think it was a SummerSlam. It was the one where Brock first came back after the hiatus, bro. And yo, the crowd, they lost their minds at that joint, bro. That night was crazy. I think also something happened where I think Randy came out of the Randy RKO'd somebody through the announce table that night too. I was like, nah, this shit is lit. This back when they had the beach balls too. Everybody was doing the beach balls and Brooklyn be live though, bro. I had so much fun that night.
Yeah,
but I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead. So back to London and
yeah, Money it was good. The women's match was good. The males match was good. Even though I was looking for LA Knight to get that win, but I'm not mad at Damian Priest. I guess they want to push him too. I mean,
I had a feeling.
Technically, they both in their 40s though, so like any one of them could have got the push.
Yeah,
they don't got much of a run left in their wrestling career. Like when you at 40, you're almost at the retirement gates.
Yeah.
Reset Night is there. They both 40. So
I think it was a good call though, because if you really notice, like the judging, they're high on the Judgment Day, so it's like Finn Balor is already like pretty much goated at a certain level. So I think they had to give Priest the briefcase because LA Knight also he's getting to a point where he's way over now, and it just started. So I think if they could start building on LA Knight, he could naturally just get his own.
I heard he's not getting the chip though.
Huh?
That's why they didn't want to give him Money in the Bank, because I heard they're not planning on giving him a chip.
And that's what I'm. Yeah,
they're saying that he's already over on his own, so they don't need a championship to propel him.
Right. So they could do that and possibly put it on him and then swap it back. The hot potato shit real quick if they want to do that or whatever. But yeah, he's getting over. I think they got to give him something. Maybe the IC's on. No, it's on. Shit. I'll be getting confused. Who's on what?
IC's on Raw now. US is on SmackDown.
Okay.
But Drew McIntyre is going for the IC.
Right. And yeah, him and LA Knight is over, but he's still more heelish to me. So that would be kind of awkward. Him and Austin Theory. From their point of view, like
they're gonna turn him face. The way the crowd go for him, they don't like it when the crowd cheer heels. So they're gonna turn him face.
So they could possibly give him the U.S. title and give him a nice little run. You know what I'm saying? Just to give him
Bro, I
an
just want somebody to
acknowledgement.
take it off of Austin Theory, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, he's annoying to me right now.
like, it'll be
Not about his
different.
talent, but he's just annoying.
It'd be different if Austin Theory was winning these matches on his own, but like it's always somebody interfering for him, and then like he gets a roll up or he gets some kind of shit,
Some
or he gets
bullshit,
an 8 count down after the interference. So like, bro, you can't win a match on your own, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, and he's not like Eddie Guerrero, so it's not like where that's a part of your charm, bro. It's just like this is making you look weak as shit.
Yeah,
bro.
it's kind of like how when Kevin Owens first got the Universal and everybody was helping Cheat out. It was making him look weak in the end. Like it was like, bro, come, like you haven't been wrestling that long enough for us to say, you know what, we know he's a good wrestler on his own.
Right.
For somebody cheating on him that he don't need, you know, it looked like you need to cheat to win.
Mm-hmm. He's getting
like it's not like you Triple H when we know Triple H was a great wrestler on his own.
Yeah.
And then when we had his heel run, he was having people interfere in the title. And then make him look weak because we know
right. You just pissed because you like, yo, fuck this nigga, man. Like, god damn, yeah.
It's the difference between Triple H getting like people cheating for Triple H or people cheating for Roman versus like, you know, you just being new on the scene and then cheating every match. Somebody's helping you win.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just me.
I feel you. I agree with that. I without hanging on this too long. I think like I enjoyed the match with Seth and Finn Balor.
It was one of the best matches of the night. If it wasn't for the Bloodline match, it would have had match of the night.
Yeah, it would have. That was a great match. I kind of liked. I don't know. I can't say the editing because it's not a movie, but it was the way it went down at the end. I get what they was going for, and I liked that, but it was just the way it happened. I think it was like almost like missteps in how it happened, because I think it's good for him to misunderstand. You thought he was gonna cash in, but no, he's trying to really just distract Seth and try to help you win, bro. But you think he's trying to screw you over. Like it's good, but as I was watching it, it just wasn't believable for me. It was like, nah, that was kind of weak. But I understand what they're going for, and I like that. So I hope they can make it mean more as they bring more attention between Damian and Finn. But that was cool for me. And I just want to also throw out, I really do not like Logan Paul like that. And I feel like most people feel like, yo, you just a random dude. But at the same time, if I was one of these people that we got big on the internet and they was like, yo, you want to come in? I'm a wrestling fan. I've been a wrestling fan all my life, and I'm willing to go in there and train and do whatever I got to do if y'all going to give me a shot. So in that aspect, I give this dude 110% props, because this dude, even though I don't like his character or whatever they doing with him, he's athletically like better than. But yeah, bro, like he's better than like a lot of people on the fucking roster, like period. So I gotta give him his credit. Like same shit with Bad Bunny type of shit, right? They just come in, but these guys do what they do. I'm not hating on them. It's just like y'all not full timers, so it's like you just come in and pop in. It's like bro, it's all right, whatever. I'd rather get a storyline with y'all and show me something. But at the same time, props to him for doing what he did. Him and Ricochet wowed it. I thought one of them niggas was about to I know we said, yo, I thought he was about to die, but I legit thought somebody was about to break their neck with that shit.
That table shit was crazy, yeah.
And the fact that Ricochet still tried to pull that shit off, because the way they was shaking and all that, and he still pulled off the Spanish. I'm like, nah, that's crazy, bro. And the way he tucked his neck for people that really know what's going on and avoided that shit, I'm like, bro, this dude is great, bro. Like that could have been ugly for one or both of them dudes, and they pulled it off. So props to them, like, because that was awesome. So
he finally learned to tuck his chin in. And then there was an ongoing joke. There was like Logan Paul don't tuck his chin in. So like, I think Roman one time said, "Oh, he gonna learn one day." Because after the match with Roman, I think he didn't tuck his chin in. He got little whiplashes. Mm-hmm. And Roman said he gonna learn one day. But I think this way he said, he learned to tuck his chin in.
So props to them. I'm glad they both good. Props to everybody in that match. That was a good match. LA Knight got over. He's still over, getting more over. Shout out to Damian for getting the opportunity now. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while for him. So I think everybody was good, man. I enjoyed the pay-per-view overall, and I think it is getting back to somewhere where we could hope it could somewhere in the future contend to.
Keep out of it, man.
Yeah.
She's gonna go good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Vince is out of touch. He's like he had it in the past, but he don't got it no more, bro. It's over.
Nah, it's all Triple H. Let this dude ride the horse into the sunset, man. This dude got it.
That's big facts.
Yeah. What's good, Fresh? We'll bring you back in, man. I know you don't be watching really like that with us, man. But we don't talk about wrestling. I think we need to do that more too, man. That's a niche and a demographic that really don't talk about too much.
I think talking about him, but
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna add to the conversation. So that's why
I understood.
When
you should get back in, man. Tap back in, Fresh. It's getting better, man.
So so I mean, that was my week. I can't remember other things I watched.
I might be still on this week. The fuck,
bro? No, my I want to chime in and have long conversations about my week. I don't say that to y'all.
At the same time, we still hitting subjects, man. We still hitting subjects.
I don't say that to y'all. Y'all just jump in mine, want to have long conversations. I'm like, all right, let's do it.
That's why I hurry up and get mine out the way.
I don't stop y'all. I'm like, let's do it. But yeah, I mean, I can't remember. I don't remember watching any show. So yeah, we good. My week was good, man. Other than the craziness.
That's what's up. That is what's up. Oh shit. I forgot to mention during my week, I revisited the Suicide Squad, the first one, and it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I knew it. Yep.
And I know that his movie has been like fucked with, but as what was released to us, on digital, it is not bad. I know it could be better, but it's not bad. Even
it wasn't bad to the end. It was my problem when that whole disco shit started.
Yeah, the disco,
but the lights
gypsy.
in the back.
Yo, I tell you, but that shit. To be honest, bro, if you watch that movie now, compared to all the shit that we got fed in the last 3 years, bro, this shit is peak. You look at that stupid dance as nothing compared to the dumb shit that we've been seeing for the last 3. Yo, from the way it's shot, yo, bro. Even him directing Ben Affleck in those 2 little scenes was better than what Andy did in the Flash movie.
I've always
like
liked
aesthetically,
that portion,
aesthetically, because there's certain ways how Zach and everyone else shoots Ben Affleck. They shoot him in a certain angle where it kind of shows up the broad, shows up the profiles.
Right.
Like Andy kind of like he shot him like straight forward, and it doesn't look well. Like it looks like he looks kind of fat in the suit, which he's not. It's not. He shoots him like kind of like unflattering versus how David Ayer shot him. He almost shot him like Zach was there. Like, yo, this is how you shoot him. Like that was just perfect. I'm like, damn, this movie like
it came off like comic book shots, like a float onto the car, like the jump off into the water. Like those are like certain panels. Like it might not look like a comic book, but like the way they set up the shots are like panels.
Like if you would have got like the full version of his vision, like the deleted scenes of him capturing everybody, not just Deadshot and fucking Harley, like him catching the Croc, him catching Joe. If we would have saw the Joker scene, that would have been fucking dope to see because it would have been. But then you look at the box office, people consider that shit a flop, but that shit made almost $700 million. Like bro, like Flash can't. Flash barely hit 300.
Bro,
like
it didn't flop.
And then fucking what you call it? The Suicide Squad barely made $200 million. Like, bro, like this was like it.
But I think that's some of the bad faith for part 1 though. That's everybody wanted to give part 2 a chance.
Yeah.
Normally, when your first movie is like, even though it makes money, but people like have a bad taste in their mouth about the movie. When you come on with a part 2, people tend not to give it a chance. They don't like. We know directors and shit, so we knew that like James Gunn was directing it and stuff like that. So we knew it was gonna be good. So we watched it. But people like the casual audience, they just know the first one was bad. They come out of part 2. They don't really know directors the way we know directors. You know what I mean? Right. So they be like, "Nah, I'm not watching it." After the first one, I'm not watching it.
And it also didn't help that it came out the same day on HBO Max. People rather stay home, like I did. I stayed home. Right. I didn't go to the theater and see that shit. I went straight. I went straight on HBO Max and watched that shit.
Me too.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I love fucking King Shark. The vision of of what he thought King Shark looked like, but it was a solid movie. But going back into the Suicide Squad, Suicide Squad, it was a fun movie to watch. Like, it's not long, it doesn't take itself seriously, and it gets to the point, and it's shot fucking well.
Mm-hmm.
It's shot fucking well, and it matches with everything else. It matches with the Man of Steel. It matches with BVS and fucking like just the overall tone and how everything what he was trying to do. And you could tell like he was a director that was like, yo, I respect your plan, I respect your vision, and I'm gonna just do it the way you do it. Fuck it. I'm gonna make it air style, but I'm gonna make sure that the films look like they fit with the other ones.
Right.
And it fits, bro. Like, I know there's certain things, certain directions they went that was kind of like goofy looking, but like Will Smith, like the part where he gets on top of the car and starts shooting everything, that was a dope ass scene. And you kind of forget it's Will Smith, right? Because Will Smith doesn't really do projects unless he's like the star, right? He's the top one. He's not the star in this movie, and it's dope to see that like he took the back seat. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Harley Quinn was like the thing, right? The Joker, whatever. Even though he was kind of like weird, but I had a good time. I watched it today, and
I think they should.
I feel like they could have did Killer Croc better. The way after I saw how like they did King Shark in part 2, I feel like Killer Croc could have been done better. In,
he wanted a full CG character. They didn't want to give him the money for it.
I figured that was my only thing with the first one. Well, besides the disco scene at the end, I feel like Killer Croc could have been done better too. Like they could have made him.
I also think that it was not Killer Croc his first choice. His first choice was King Shark, and they didn't want to give him that. And James Gunn was able to get that. I mean, listen, I'm not getting twisted. Like, the Suicide Squad was dope. Like, the way it was shot, it was good. Like, the characters, Idris Elba, all that shit was dope. It kind of like, you know, you swap out one black character and you get another black character. Like, it's almost like you wanted Will Smith, you couldn't get him, so you got someone else. Like, it was like the same type.
It was like the same type of character.
Oh, they don't miss. Oh my god, that's the only thing about that one that got me tight, because out of all the characters, like, for anybody that knows like DC and these characters, it's like as soon as they said it was Idris Elba, I'm like, oh, it's Bronze Tiger, bro. Like, no doubt, that's Bronze Tiger, and they made him. What was the dude? I don't even remember. What was his name?
That's exactly the problem. Nobody knows his name. Is fuck. Damn, I don't fucking know. That's the same type of character. Because everybody know Idris' character was supposed to be,
and I know the character too. That's crazy. Deadshot. But this is exactly. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah,
it was supposed to be Deadshot.
They should have just made him Bronze Tiger, bro.
Same type of situation. Like, you had the one dude, and you had Deadshot, his daughter, right?
They should have just made him Deadshot.
Exactly. Just recast him as Deadshot if that's what you wanted to do. Then
if Will Smith said he don't want to come back, just like, okay, we recasted Idris Elba's new Deadshot.
Exactly. And same carryover with the daughter and all that. And then it's like you got that one, and then this one, so that's 2. And then you got Peacemaker coming into it. It's like, yeah, he does exactly what I do. Nah, but just better. Like, no, like, this is, yeah, y'all making a joke out of it, but that's the point. It's like y'all really just don't know what characters y'all trying to use.
You can tell like James Gunn, he's really looking to like reset and just kind of get rid of all the old characters. Because even in Peacemaker, right, you got rid of Rick Flag, right? He didn't need to fucking die, right? But you kill Rick Flag, you kill Captain Boomerang. He was probably the funniest character out of everybody. Like,
Captain Boomerang
took the bad seat.
Yeah.
The first one, and mind you, him as an actor, bro, like his last couple, like his first movies before Suicide Squad, he was mad bland.
Jai Courtney?
That was Jai Courtney's best role.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
And when he came in, he was like, oh shit, it's a different side of Jai Courtney. I'm like, yo, this is fucking amazing. He's good.
Nope, and he lost his character. They killed him.
And as a Rogue's character, like, that's a good character to have around is Captain Boomerang, bro. That was like, just even in comic book standings, like, if this is what y'all doing, running with, like, that's a great character to have in the Suicide Squad, period.
Word, and they gave him the comic book accurate fucking Boomerang. That shit lit up and came back to him like, yo,
bro, that shit was fire,
keep him
bro.
around. You keep him around, like, just injure him or whatever. They don't just kill them off like just because there's a Suicide Squad. I get it, people die all the time, but like there's certain characters you just don't throw in the fucking Suicide Squad and kill them
you
off.
talking
Like,
about
you keep
Ayer
around.
Suicide Squad, even how they had the Flash come in and bag him up real quick. Like even I like that whole shit. Like that didn't have to be Batman. That was good that they made it the Flash for him. Like I'm like they were doing it the right way. Like I don't know, but again, it's like it goes back into people complaining all the fucking time and then talking about it's a flop. That's because y'all want everything to make $1 billion. Like you said, it made 700 million, like, and it didn't make $1 billion. So y'all calling it a flop. Now we got shit out here barely cracking its budget, and y'all talking about, oh, it's a flop, but this is the greatest movie of all time, right? Nah, this shit, y'all fucked up, man.
Y'all just said the greatest.
Man.
Yo, don't get me started with that shit here. The greatest comic movie of all time.
Yo.
Bro, I didn't take that serious when he said it. Your movie was better than that. I just watched it. Like, come on.
James Gunn, bro, like his what he finds funny is different from what I find funny, right? There's certain things that hit, right? But there's certain things like his humor is like sometimes really dark. Like, all right, like Peacemaker.
Yeah,
right?
they have the dark sense of humor.
Like the fucking Peacemaker shit, like the whole like Aquaman fucking and doubling down at the end, right? With him like, that's a fucking rumor, right? He's like, nah, that's kind of true. Like the Flash telling him it's kind of true. I'm like, yeah, that like, why would you even do that? Like to that character, right? Like he's not like he's a child kid. Like his movies are made like for children. Like it's like crazy. And like Guardians of the Galaxy 3 came out today on digital, and there's a lot of like deleted scenes that dropped at the same time. And there's one deleted scene that Adam Warlock is talking to his mother Aisha, and he says some wild, crazy shit. I'm like, that shit. I'm glad they didn't fucking make the movie, but people are roasting him online about it because it's like, it's a little like it's a little much, which I don't. I get it why they didn't show it. Let me see. I have it here. It's just a quick little.
Fight, you probably saw
little clip.
I don't know.
Like, yeah, you wildin'. Bro.
Oh no, 100%. Watch me. I'm gonna let it play out.
Us to this point.
Do not fret, Mother. I will kill all your enemies for you.
All right, my love.
I will. I will stomp on their skulls.
Thank you.
I'm going to mush their brains between my fingers. I'm going to piss on their dead bodies and make love to their carcasses.
Well, that's a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah, word, bro.
Yeah,
bro.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's
like he wrote
totally
that.
That's
Like
that's unnecessary. That's unnecessary. And then again, you're thinking about it. This dude is basically an infant. Why the fuck is he thinking about shit like that, bro? Yeah, you're wilding, bro. You're wilding. That's too much.
I mean, never mind the fact that Adam Warlock is supposed to be a hero, not even a villain. So
right. Like, you wilding, bro. You wilding.
There was another scene that Kraglin goes, "Hey, what is your name?" You know, "Oh, my name is Adam." He's like, "Yeah, that's kind of whack, man." He's like, "Your name it's just Adam, nothing else. It should be Adam. It should be Adam something." And I guess that's when he curated the whole Adam Warlock stuff, but we didn't get that in the movie. Yeah, man. I watched it again today. Oh, I forgot to mention that shit too. Still holds up, still good. I think because it's
I saw it 3 times in theaters.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. But we've been fed so much bullshit, so I don't know if it's a good movie or not. But it is. Yeah. Sometimes because
it's crazy when we gotta second guess ourselves, right?
Yeah, like is it really good or is because we've been fed
Did they get me? Did I get got?
Because it's been for 3 years we've been getting fucking trash, like not trash movies, but like movies that's like kind of like lazy writing, kind of like just thrown out there.
It's bare minimum.
So it's like
we'll put it at bare minimum.
Yeah, I would say bare. Yeah, thank you. I would say bare minimum. So like getting something like Guardians, where it's like you get some good story, get some good art. You're like, oh yeah, this was amazing. This is the best thing ever. Wait, is it really? Mm-hmm. Then you start watching like old stuff like came out pre-COVID. Like, damn, this shit's fucking fire, bro. Like, why didn't they continue this shit? Mm-hmm. The fuck? But yeah, I watched it again. It still holds up like as far as like my rating. So that whole like the new bit, something new, something shiny is still there. I'm just waiting for the Spider-Verse to come out on digital, bro. I'm just waiting to see that shit in my home. Mm-hmm. I need that in my collection, bro. But yo,
I should go be in theaters for a while because it's doing better traction than the Flash. The Flash is about to come out.
Oh no, Flash is already out. They got they took the Flash out of 1,500 theaters.
Yeah,
and it
just came out, bro. That's crazy.
And it's and it's coming out. It's coming out on digital on July 17th.
Well, I just watched that shit like it feels like a week ago.
Bro, this came out last week of June, bro.
Yeah, like okay, I was. Yeah,
It literally came out the last week of June. That's
okay,
crazy.
maybe 2 weeks. That wow, a month.
Flash. Yeah, Flash officially comes out on digital on Friday, next Friday. And the digital, I mean the DVD comes out in September, so it'll be out in digital a whole month and a half before.
Hold on. When did this shit come out? Nah, that's
It came out. It came out like July 17th. I mean June 17th. Cause I know that.
Yeah, because it was around my birth. Yeah, my birth. Yeah, the 16th actually. Yeah,
16th. Yeah.
And it's coming out that shit is a full month. Nah. But this is the best shit ever, right? Get the wow, bro. Wow, bro.
I think legit. That's probably the quickest turnaround. I think it's the fastest turnaround.
That's what I'm trying to think about.
June 16th.
I might have to. I definitely
June
might have to research that. Yeah, it was June 16th. It definitely was because that was my birthday weekend.
So it comes out. It comes out next. Actually, it comes out the 14th. So less than a month.
Wow.
I feel bad for Sasha Calle.
I hope they give her the Supergirl character going forward, man. I hope they do. She's young. There should be no issue. Give her the role, man. It's not even based on this movie. It's just really what I've seen, and I'm tight because it's like, yo, they shitted on her in this movie. I really thought she was the main part of this movie, and she barely did anything. She was a plot device too. Like,
did you guys read the interview that Henry Cavill had about the meeting he had with James Gunn? I don't know if it's real or not. That's why I haven't like pulled it up. But like he was like had conversations with like WB about coming back as Superman, right? Like, he was like
he was told he lied to him.
They had a conversation, and the conversation went about like the direction where James Gunn wanted to take Superman, and he was like, "Well, I don't think that works out. You know, he shouldn't go through that." And he pretty much gave him his own insight, and it was like, "Well, it's not going to work out." So pretty much it was like creative differences.
Wow.
The reason why he didn't get Superman, so because he wanted him to be more like corny, not corny, but like more like cheesy and very like ditzy when he's Clark Kent. You know what I mean? Like He's going for that whole like
it's Christopher Reeve. Oh man! All right.
Oh, we're back to that shit again. Oh my god!
Yeah, they're taking it back.
Wow, Gee Whittaker.
Yeah, they're taking it back.
God.
This is exactly what I said. I did not fucking want. That's what they're doing. They're making him a fucking
Clark Kent
idiot.
in the comic books is never like that. The Christopher Reeve Clark Kent, where he's like super ditzy and oh gosh, oh geez, oh wow, Miss Lane, how you doing?
And the person, and I think that the costume designer is the one from the Peacemaker, not from the Suicide Squad. So like, if you look at that kind of like that render and shit, it's kind of like doesn't have a lot of texture. It looks like the Peacemaker, how the Peacemaker looks. There's really no texture on the suit. So, man, let's see, man.
How does that mix with a Blue Beetle though, bro? Like I'm thinking about, we got people over here in underoos right now, and then you got Blue Beetle. That don't work. That don't mix.
Yo, you know what? When I just putting everybody on that's watching in chat, like we have a Discord. In the Discord, I was pretty much talking about like my patience are wearing thin with the whole like underoos shit, right? Like I didn't like it, right? I never did.
No, I'm using that term as far as the texture, not for the drawers. No. I like the drawers on the outside. I'm just talking about the texture.
A lot of people like it. Like there's only like a small majority of people that require it without having underoos, right? But there's a lot of people like it. It's comic book accurate. It's whatever. Like
still here, right?
Cool.
Okay, I see you moving.
Yeah, I'm still. Yeah, so I mean, if they keep the underoos, it's cool. I'm alright with it. I need at this point in time, I just need a good story. That's all. I can look past that, and I'm gonna give it a side eye. I'll look past it because I was so excited about the whole Man of Steel when he came out and he had no drawers, and I was like, "This is amazing!" Like I don't even know why it was even there, a thing.
because you know what, the Man of Steel suit was alien versus the Superman suit from Earth was his
Made
mother.
by his mother. Yeah.
So the Man of Steel suit was alien in nature. So it didn't have like the underwear and stuff like that. That's what Snyder was going with his vision. He wanted all this stuff to look alien. That's why the symbol wasn't just a simple S. It was like a whole bunch of like metallic curves that created a symbol of an S on his chest and stuff like that. So it was a whole different take on Superman that Snyder was going for. But it was like I joked about in the chat. Like I say, yo, the Superman with no underwear wasn't as popular as the Superman with underwear, man. Like you had the new 52 Superman, and then people hated that character. But then when Superman with underwear came back, everybody fell in love with it. It was like, yo,
I just know if Superman was created today, like if an artist came out today and drew him for the first time, he would have drawn what it wouldn't be no underwear. Underwear that's a 40s.
That's 1940s and 20s and
yeah, but let's see if it's gonna be under rules or it's gonna be like the boxer ones, right? Because you seen them drawn with like the kind of like it goes down the kind of like the quads, right, a little bit.
It's
like
gonna look like Brandon Routh suit or Christopher Reeve suit, where it just all blends together as one.
Yeah.
Suit.
I hope I really, until we see this first trailer or we see set photos, I need to see how this dude looks in the suit and how he may crush it. He may fucking beat Henry Cavill's character.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't know who this dude is, but I was on Twitter and I seen somebody put up like a quick clip of like, because him and Lois supposedly were in some other type of show or movie or something together. So they put up a scene with them on some army shit. But the way the dude was talking and the way he looks, I'm like, okay, I can see why they chose him, because I can see this dude talking and delivering lines as Superman and have it be believable. So on that point, I can say I see it. Until then, I'm like you though. Like I need to have a story. I don't care about the underwear. I don't care about the drawers and outside. I don't give a fuck. Honestly, it really just comes down to how it looks to me, really. I'm not like, if it's there or if it's not there, that makes or breaks it. Nah, it just depends really on how it overall looks, what the tone is. And like you said in the Discord, I just don't want them to take it full back to like what Red was saying. Like, oh, gee, Willikers, Miss Langley. I don't want no slice of Americana type bullshit. Yes, he can come off a little like, I don't want to use the word nerdy because this is how we grew up, but he can come off as somebody who doesn't have, like the kids say now, right? Riz. He doesn't have the ability to bag women and things like that. He's not really accustomed to that. That's cool. You could be fine with being nervous talking to this woman because you really find her attractive. That's fine with me. I just don't want the aloof shit where he's just absent-minded and like I don't want that oblivious nonsense. Like I don't want that. I need a good story. I need this dude to have some type of status within himself, some type of morals within himself, because that's what it comes down to, whether it be hope, faith, or whatever they want to talk about in these movies. I just need you to have some type of standing on 10 toes, like this is what I believe in and this is what it should be. That's all I need. I don't need the aesthetic and all the reminiscence of the 1940s and 50s and 20s and all of that. I don't want that. So I just hope they don't do that. And as long as they don't do that, I think I will be fine with what they come out with.
He did confirm that there is no origin. There is no young Clark Kent is going to be like, you start off and he's already Superman. He did say that. So that's a good one. So it's almost how they, the same take how Homecoming did. Like they didn't really do the whole backstory. It kind of give you like little snippets, but like nothing too crazy. They didn't spend too much time in that era, which I think is kind of dope. Mm-hmm. But I can imagine how it's going to start.
The whole trilogy was the backstory. You forgot?
Right. Exactly. Yep. We're about to get the real Spider-Man now.
That's true. I'm just talking about the Ben Parker situation. But
Yeah.
you know, Marissa Tomei, you could use that as a Ben Parker. Like that's that.
Yeah, that was
she's
his-
selling words.
that is his Ben
was his
Parker,
Ben
really.
Yeah, so let's see, man. Let's see how it starts off. It's gonna be like you want to wonder how I got here, and you see him flying. Through shit. Like, that's how you're gonna start off with, like. But I wonder if they're gonna. I mean, it all depends on also like if they get a really good composer, right? If they get John Williams, it's gonna be like the same old shit, right? I mean, not the same old shit, but they may add some new flair to it. But like, I would like to have a new composer come on and make a new score for him. He needs his own score.
By the old Superman. They bring that shit.
It's still just remix it, man. Just remix it because that's still Superman, yo. That's still Superman, bro. Like Man of Steel is our offshoot favorite, bro. It's like we got our own thing here. If they're gonna do all this extra shit, you got to take it back to the original theme. Just remix it. But I need that. I feel like I need that. I really feel like I need that for what they're going for. What it seems like they're going for right now. You got to bring back that theme. If this is what you want to do with Superman, or if you come up with some completely new shit, that should better be fire. Because if it's not, I don't know about. I can't speak for you guys, but I feel like we're pretty similar. I feel like if that theme is trash, I'm not gonna be able to rock with this.
I can't hear you, bro. He's singing. I can't hear you, bro.
Yo, I'm sorry.
I can't hear you.
I'm basically saying what Red is saying through musical tones. I'm saying that we have our favorite Man of Steel is something separate to us. That's this whole other thing now because they're trying to take it back originally, as we can see with what they're doing and talking about in these plans.
Right.
What I'm saying is that if they get a new composer, well, they're gonna get a new composer. I think they should go with John Williams and freak it a little bit. But if they get a new composer, fine. But I think they should bring back that theme and try to remix it a little bit. I think I personally, I'm just gonna speak for myself. I feel like if it's not something like that reminiscent or remixed, and if it's not something new that bangs to me, I'm not gonna rock with this Superman. I really don't think I will.
The thing with the two
This shit is separate.
The thing with the two
separate
themes is like reason why, like, you know, people say, "Oh no, we're going back." Like the first Superman theme was all about like that shit was truly all about hope or something like that. So it was like, you know, it's like when you hear that theme, he's like saving people, he's rescuing the day, he's doing all kinds of shit. Mm-hmm. You know, he's carrying the American flag. He has children walking with him. He has that theme is playing when all that stuff is going on.
Right.
Versus like Zack Snyder when he came up, what you gonna do when you're not saving the world? Mm-hmm. That theme was like a call to action. It was like, yo, that theme. I'm picturing that theme was playing like while he's fighting Zod and shit. You hear that when the crescendos are happening with each punch and each thing, bro. It's like, yo, like nah, I'm here to. That's what I'm here. Like I'm here to fight.
Yeah, that's a build, bro. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And he's not Superman yet. I don't want to cut you off, but he's not Superman yet. So, like you said, it's a call to action. It's like a build to that. So, if we want to go into the Superman, I think he should have that legendary shit.
I mean, you could rock both teams, but I really think Zack Snyder. James Gunn is gonna stay away from like anything Snyder, so I don't think he's gonna even rock with that theme. Mm-hmm. I think he's just gonna go back. He's probably gonna go back to the original, maybe just remix it a little bit.
I hope.
He's gonna go back to the original theme. I'm assuming he's going back to the original theme. Mm-hmm. He's not gonna create a new theme for Superman because anybody who loves Superman loves that original theme. They love that shit.
You don't think they're gonna twist it at all?
They probably will twist it. They're gonna have like little remixes of it, but the main theme is gonna be in there.
That's what I'm expecting too. I agree with you.
It's like the same way when
just sever that shit, bro.
The Flash shot they brought Michael Keaton's Batman back. They brought that, bro. That I said that's Batman theme. Like I don't remember what Ben Affleck theme is. I'm like, yo, that's Batman, bro. Like no matter what you hear, like anybody hear that theme, it's automatically Batman.
Yeah, I don't know, man. For me personally, I would just say just sever and just make your own shit. like stop using like nostalgia as a way to get in, because
Bro, they use it as
as you,
Smallville.
yeah, but I mean that's Smallville, but like look, the whole Flash is all nostalgia, right? That's all nostalgia, and that shit could not save the film. You got Batman. You brought Batman '89 back, and that shit couldn't make fucking money.
Well, hold on. We're not gonna shit on Batman 89 because Batman 89 is fucking thinking that movie.
No, I'm just saying, like, no, but
if we could cut out the Flash shit, just have more Batman 89, I think that would have saved the movie.
I mean, probably, man. But I think that he should do his own shit, have his own kind of like unique touch to it, because that's someone else's Superman. Like your whole purpose is resetting everything and making everything like new. Why would you want to move into a brand new house and bring old furniture? You know what I mean? Just you want to start something fresh. You know what I mean? Me personally.
I mean, yeah, I know it's you personally, but I mean, it's like it's recognition, man. Like that, like I said, that Superman theme. Like once you hear that theme, it's like you know it's Superman automatic. Like I say, even in Smallville, like Smallville didn't like go crazy with the theme, but there was some parts where like when they would touch on Superman aspect of his shit, you hear they just play the like they let it play like that beginning part. They played out in Smallville. They did it sometimes, and like you just know that's Superman. And whenever you hear that thing, Superman. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna do it. Like he's probably gonna remix it in like the movie and like have like some like other version like a Clark Kent theme or like or a theme where he's doing this. But like the main title theme, I think he might keep that the main title theme. I mean, I don't know. Because that's exactly what it's called. It's called Superman main title. So it's like it's the main title theme. And
Superman
then
you're like, I think
Legacy. I don't know, man.
You got a Superman legacy.
Called a legacy, yeah.
Without that theme, bro. Nah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Maybe I'm not like so like attached to that theme song. That's why I feel the way I feel, because they did it with Henry Cavill and Black Adam.
I think that's what it is, though. I think it's that you love Henry Cavill so much.
Yeah,
that you don't want to revert back to that old theme. So like you love the Cavill Superman so much as you feel like it's like they bring that shit back.
Did you grow up with the old Superman movies? Were you on them like that?
Yeah, I was on them, but just they were. I mean, they were not. I mean, if you can sit there and say that they fucking great, I mean, I would be lying.
No, I'm not saying all that. I'm just asking if it was like in your. I'm just asking if they were in your zeitgeist when you were growing up.
Superman 1 and 2 was great. I don't know. I'm not gonna.
I fuck with 3 too with Richard Pryor, but I'm
not gonna fight for 3. But Superman 1 and 2, those are great movies.
Yeah, your opinion,
pick, Jared.
That's 100% your opinion. Yeah, but I didn't think they were like fantastic. Like they were okay. Like I was not really a Superman fan, to be honest. I'm more of a Batman fan. I'm not,
right.
Yeah, so I'm not really like I'm not attached to it, and I also think that you should have your own DNA, because you try to do that shit with like Black Adam, you added the John Williams score to that shit. It didn't match because that's not his theme song. And then they did it with Justice League with the Josh Snyder version.
That was wrong.
And it just didn't match.
It was wrong because we already was established with something though. We already had him growing with something, and then they tried to throw it in later. That's awkward.
Yeah, but if they had put another Superman in that suit and used that theme,
it would have worked.
It would have worked.
That ass would have worked.
The only reason why it didn't work because it was Cavill.
It was Henry Cavill. Yep. That ass would have worked. I'm telling you, I bet my life on that shit.
I'm telling you, bro, you can put anybody as Batman and put the Batman 89 theme to it, and it's gonna work, bro.
Yep.
It's gonna work. That theme has been the Batman for like Batman Returns, Batman Forever.
And even the kids that grew up on the animated series, like they twerked the animated series off of that. So it's like that's where we get our feelings from on that.
But that's all again. That's going back into the whole nostalgia, right? That's our generation and then our fathers and shit. But like the new generation now don't really know about. I mean, I don't want to speak for people that I don't know, but I'm just saying like that the people that's spending money to go to these theaters probably didn't grow up on these properties, so they probably don't have that same kind of attachment to like, oh my god, like you hear the Batman theme, oh shit, I'm hyped. Like, you know, I was hyped, but we from a different generation. You know, people like they just want to hop on this whole nostalgia shit. Like, it should have its own flavor. I think it should have its own thing. But yeah, if you want to give it homage and throw like the John Williams score, that's cool, whatever. But like, I think his main theme should be maybe something that's of his. You know what I mean? Because I know it's all about respect, right? I think Man of Steel did have Christopher Reeve when he was shooting up the fucking that world engine shit. His face kind of morphed into Christopher Reeves.
Yeah, a lot of people don't even talk about that. That was dope, bro.
Like it was a subtle change, but like it was like, hey, listen, we just know, like, because mind you, there's many other Supermans other than Christopher Reeves that donned that suit. You know what I mean? That had an impact on people.
George
People
Reeves.
may have. Yeah, exactly. You know, not related, but I'm just saying, like,
heads,
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my father was more like of his character and not more of Christopher Reeves. So like, it all plays on different, you know, preferences.
Like, I mean, but no disrespect to George Reeves and shit, but like Christopher Reeves, the one that made that nigga like iconic.
Yeah.
Like
facts.
George Reeves made, you know, it was probably a TV show, but like Christopher Reeves made that nigga worldwide, bro. Like, it was like that movie, like in that movie, nobody like the whole theme of that movie was like a man will fly, and they really had him flying through the movie. Where George Reeves, he was just jumping out windows. And like, you know what I'm saying? He was there, like, bro. That's he just jumped out the window. And he was there.
I mean, Christopher Reeve was jumping out windows. So I mean, Zod did. That shit was kind of funny. He jumped out.
You actually see Christopher Reeve
fly.
But
you saw Christopher Reeve fly though, like in those movies.
Fly.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
I mean,
the same thing with Batman too.
That's true.
With Keaton, which is why we giving the homage to Batman 89. Not to cut you off, hold your thought. I don't want to cut you off, but same thing. It's like before that we had Adam West, and it was cool. Everybody watched it. It was goofy, shark repellent from the movie. We all remember all that shit. But once Keaton and they took that shit to the thing, that was Batman, bro. It's like, so those themes and shit that. Yeah, it's nostalgia, but at the same time, I feel like that's the epitome of those characters to me.
Power grappling,
yeah, bro.
Like, bro,
but I think, but
Adam West, he's over here like this.
But I think it's all generational. I think it's all generational because I think people that was born in the 40s and 50s are like, that's their Batman, regardless. That's almost like saying like, all right, because this, you know. Just naming an artist like Lil Uzi Vert, right? He's a fucking big ass artist, right? He's fucking mad popular, right? But I don't fucking listen to him. But I'm not gonna consider him the best in the world. So I mean, for like older folks, like Adam West may be their Batman. And for me, I wasn't a Superman fan, but I think who brought me into the movie was, I will say, Henry Cavill brought me into the Superman. Me liking Superman more, me putting eyes on this character more, and I guess I fell into a different generation. Because I was kind of like not up on, you know, Christopher Reeve as much. So Superman's pretty cool. Like I didn't like the corny, you know,
I mean, I feel you.
Clark Kent. But like I think it's generational. It's like cool, you know, like my father, his version of hip hop is different from what I think is hip hop. Like I don't think cool, you know, Big Herc, whatever that his characters, not his character, but his artist that he grew up listening to is better than what I have. Like I give him like DMX,
cool
DMX and Big Pun.
No doubt.
Like you know what I mean? Like
I feel you. I
Big
feel
Pun.
you.
He'd be like, who the hell is Big Pun? Who the hell is fucking, you know, these artists? It's just, I think it's all based on preference and as well as generational. Who's their guy? Adam West, yeah, it's super. Like if you watch it now, it's terrible. But for someone growing up in the 40s where they didn't have like HD TV, they had a small TV, and that was like, holy shit.
I mean, Adam West Batman was satire. Everybody knew that was like it was comedic satire. Like it was basically because when the comic book commission came for a while. DC Comics had to go like comical with their thing. So the Joker was really like not as deadly as the Joker was now. Like he was more like a clownish clown, and there was always like some little silliness going on. So that's where Adam West Batman came in. When it came to TV, it was drawn up for that era of Batman stories where like everything was more comical and not take it seriously, not the real not to the real Batman stories that we got later on, where people say, "Yo, Batman's not really that character." That's when Michael Keaton brought that character to life. When we got
before
the real
that
Batman.
too. Before that, but I just want to say before that because Batman wasn't always comical. It was dark, and then they switched it to the
Batman had a strap. When Batman
yeah,
first came out,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
it was when the comic book commission came out with that. They cracked down on shit.
Yeah.
They were saying that comic books were making
kids can't watch. Kids can't read this shit.
So that's when they started doing all the comical shit, and that's where the Adam West Batman came from that era. But
mad colorful and comical and yeah. And then they took it back with Keaton.
But I mean, like we talk about like live action like stuff. Like everybody has their moment that made a character like iconic, like especially in the cinema. Like I talk about how Andrew Garfield is my favorite Spider-Man, but I'm not gonna knock Tobey Maguire and say he's not the one that made Spider-Man and put him on the map. And no disrespect to 1970 Spider-Man because he was the first live action Spider-Man. But my man, you were just swinging on one pole. Like we saw you shoot your web and you swinging from one pole.
Then my man ride on a bike too, like
bro. One pole took to anywhere he wanted to go in the city, bro. Like he was swinging on that.
For that generation, that may have been something crazy. That must have been like, oh my god, this is like I'd never seen this before. You know what I mean? Even though it's bullshit to us, like, oh shit,
bro. 1970s, yo. If you ever get a chance, yo, look anybody if you can look up 1970 Spider-Man, yo. You gotta, if you want a good laugh, yo, just watch that shit, yo. I mean,
you want another good laugh? Like, the Fantastic Four for that era too.
It was peak Spider-Man, but like, yo, that way he seems swing for that one pole, he gets anywhere in the city, bro. That's yo, that's just crazy. It's like, it's like the back in the day stuff, like that jump out the window, he's dead. Like all that, yo, bro, like. Yo, we came. Yo, it just shows how we come a long way in like technology and shit for movies.
Oh yeah,
yeah, man. I think Kevin Smith was talking at a panel, and he was showing, the audience a bit of the Schumacher cut, and people are saying like that movie would have probably been the peak as far as like at that time of Batman.
The what?
But it was cut. The Schumacher cut of Batman with Val Kilmer.
Okay, all right.
So there's a director's cut that never made it, and the director cut was far, like it was just like pretty much like the Snyder cut of that time. Like they totally switched out the movie, and it was totally different. And people were watching like, yo, this shit could have been like it could have put. I mean, Val Kilmer was already on the map, but I think he would have been like not the worst Batman because at this point in time he was like the. I wouldn't say he was the worst. I think Clooney
is
Clooney was the worst one.
Yeah.
But
Kilmer wasn't that bad to me.
Batman Forever was me personally. Batman Forever was pretty fucking good. I like Batman Forever. Like I never had a problem with Kilmer's Batman besides him having blonde hair.
Yeah.
It was other than the blonde hair, Bruce Wayne. I didn't have a problem with Kilmer's Batman. I feel like he was a very good Batman. He was very believable. As a heir to Michael Keaton's throne, taking the mantle off of Michael Keaton and moving on, he did a very good job being Michael Keaton's Batman. Because I think he was still trying to be like the serious Michael Keaton's Batman, while he's also trying to make it his own character. I don't know why they added nipples to the costume. I can't call it. I don't know why they did it.
That's a Schumacher call, bro. If you know Schumacher, I'm not trying to go into all that, but if you know Schumacher, that's a Schumacher call.
Yeah, the Riddler was really good. I like Tommy Lee Jones' Two-Face. Even though I think he did Two-Face the evil side a little too crazy, but he did good with the split personality disorder.
Too over top.
But I feel like Jim Carrey's Riddler was so good that he should have been the Joker. It's weird, right? Like but I feel like Jim Carrey should have been the Joker when I see the Riddler, bro. Because I like his Riddler is too much like Joker. You know what I mean? Even though
they shot.
You want to know why? It's crazy that we talking about this now. I'm just listening to y'all talk. I randomly came across a video this morning, right, about like the movie that could have been, and if Tim Burton would have came back, what they were trying to do is, well, starting from the first Batman, they wanted to cast Nicholson as the Joker, but he was on some whatever shit. So they was like, all right, fine, you don't want to take it. So they sent the script to Robin Williams, right? And Robin Williams was ready to be the Joker, and then at the end of the day, Jack Nicholson's like, all right, fine, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Because he was playing that game or whatever. He's like, all right, I'll take it. So basically, they did Robin Williams wrong because they basically used him as a pawn to get Jack into accepting the role. So basically, as a makeup for that, Robin Williams was supposed to be the Riddler, bro, in the third Batman movie. After going through Batman Returns and having the villains, like Tim Burton was like, all right, I felt like the villains took over the second movie, so I want to take it back to getting into Batman, which is why he wanted to go back into the whole thing with Chase Meridian and Meridian being the divide between two hemispheres and Batman and Bruce Wayne and all of that. And I think Rene Russo was supposed to be Chase Meridian instead of what's her name that ended up playing her.
I imagine getting Nicole Kidman because goddamn, she's hot.
No, but that's the thing is that they were supposed to pick her because she was supposed to get casted because they thought that Michael Keaton was coming back. But once they did all the bullshit with Tim Burton, Keaton was like, "Nah, I'm good." So then they had to cast Val Kilmer, and because they had cast Val Kilmer, they had to get rid of Rene Russo. So because she's too old in comparison, so that's why they went and ended up casting Shorty. So it was like a whole bunch of random stuff that happened. Like that movie, I felt like hearing all of that stuff this morning. Now that you talk about it, I'm like, yo, I wish I could have saw a movie with Robin Williams as the Riddler because I don't think it would have been that funny. I think it would have been kind of like, yeah, manic at the same time, but also a lot darker than we got with Jim Carrey's portrayal. And also instead of Tommy Lee Jones, we were supposed to get Billy D. Williams back as Two-Face. Like that was supposed to be the whole through line through the whole shit. It was crazy. I wish
there was folks that was watching a little bit of the Schumacher cut. Pretty much like they were saying that the whole movie was shot. That whole movie was shot. They took it to the execs and they were like, "Nah, this shit is too dark. This shit is not good for it's not good for the kids." And they came back and they had to reshoot the whole entire movie in the way we were seeing it. Like there's a movie that is that we have not seen. Like a totally different fucking film that we have not seen, and supposedly this is going to be released very soon, but as a documentary.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a totally different fucking movie. It's almost
did
like
did you see his apology?
No.
Schumacher, yeah.
You saw it. All right. Yeah, that was a part of it.
Just trying to put on the best Batman movie that he could. He didn't really
but the studio was also like giving input and all that shit too. So he was like, yo, for everybody that thought like
he said nobody purposely go out there and make a bad movie.
He's like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Anybody that feels I'm sorry.
And again, bro, it's just fucking it's WB and they're bullshit. They've been doing this since the 90s, bro.
Yeah, man.
WB has been putting their hands in these fucking properties. You're like, bro, leave art where art stands, bro. You don't tell an artist like you should draw this way, bro. Like, fuck out of here. If the movie
for Batman and Robin.
That's what he was apologizing for Batman and Robin. Yeah. No, not for it was for Batman and Robin. It was for anybody that he was like, I apologize.
Let me grab my charger. I'll be right back. I
didn't want to do that. Yeah. Nah, like I'll send that to you guys in the chat later.
I mean, I watched that.
No. I'm talking about the documentary where I was just talking about, where they was talking about the whole Robin Williams situation and how they did him dirty. Like, yeah, I'll send that to y'all. Like, I literally seen that earlier today. I'm like, nah, that's crazy. And now that I heard that, I'm like, I wish I could have been able to see that movie. And then they brought Tim Burton back in to talk about Batman Forever and whatever. And he was like, yeah, I want to do this. I want to bring it back into Batman, like I was saying, because, you know, we let the villains take over the last movie. So I want to bring it back into Bruce and show the dichotomy between the two characters. And he was like, yo, the way they was talking, the executives was like, yo, bro, like, don't you want to, like, do something a little smaller now? Like, and da-da-da. And Tim, he's like, oh, wow. It's like, oh, so y'all don't even want me to do another one. Like, he's like, I fucking I'm out. Like, I'm like,
That's
oh,
crazy.
wow, that's crazy, bro. And it all comes back to, again, going back into WB. It stems from the fact that Tim Burton, everybody thought that when the second movie came out, he went way too dark. Yeah, I mean, it was way darker than the first one, and he was gonna keep going that way. And then, you know, they had licenses with McDonald's and toys and Happy Meals and all that shit. And then they got the Penguin with all the Julie shit and all that ugly stuff in the movie. And they're like, yo, kids can't watch this. And like,
No, he did make the Penguin real but ugly though.
Yeah. So after that, they was like, yo, so, you know, they started losing sponsors, or, you know, sponsors started having problems with them. And after that, so that's why they got rid of Tim Burton. And from there, like,
he mutated the Penguin, matter of fact. He legit mutated the Penguin.
Yeah, he did. Uh-huh.
They made the Penguin have fins and all that shit, and he had the nose and he eating fish.
Formed, yeah, like, that shit was crazy. But it was a little out there, but at the same time, it's like, all right, like, just tell them to reel it in a little bit and give him the third one, because like that shit with Robin Williams and all that, and Billy D. Williams as Two-Face, that could have been crazy, bro. Like, but then of course Billy D. Williams wasn't. They was like, oh, he can't be the main villain to pull tickets like that. So nah, get rid of him. We don't want him. Bring in Tommy Lee Jones. And then it's like, oh, like, all right, Robin Williams don't really want to do it. All right, well then bring in Jim Carrey. Like, cause they was like, I think they said something like his Robin Williams managers or agents was like, oh, don't worry, like, you got this. Don't worry about it. Nobody else in town can do what you do. And then they turned around and pulled in Jim Carrey. And it's like, oh god damn. Because he tried to pull some shit where he wanted extras off like the back end and all types of. I'm like, wow, this shit was messy, bro. It was real messy, and I never knew about none of this stuff. And this is why we didn't get the great trilogy we could have got. WB
Crazy.
again,
WB
again, bro.
Yo, talking about trilogies, man. Deadpool's almost done, man. The set photos looking crazy right now, guys.
Oh, I didn't even see photos. I just been hearing about who's in it.
You know who got confirmed?
A couple.
So I know. We in the panel. I'm just talking, guys. Talking to the people out there in the internet. So, officially, we got this girl. What's her name? Electra. Electra's back. What's her name?
Yeah, buddy. Jennifer Garner.
She's back as Electra. They've been
Ben
reports
Affleck.
that Ben Affleck
right after that.
Ben Affleck is there. He was on set. So he might be coming back as Daredevil. So it's looking like Deadpool is killing the whole X-Men. I think that's what it is.
I don't know if I called it on here or not. I said they should do Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe, yo, and they doing it.
This is one of the behind the scenes. So, I mean, the suit is a little bit different. It's a little bit brighter.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna CG it. They're gonna CG it up.
Yeah.
This one here I have with the mask on. So they're saying that the filming is almost done. So this is gonna be a quick turnaround. This is gonna be in the theaters real quick.
Yeah.
Because I think this is like kind of like gonna bridge the gate between like X-Men and everything else. Because from what they're saying that what was the premise? I read it online. I'm not sure if it's real or not. So like they said, the end credit scene was like the TVA is like kind of like barges in Deadpool's Deadpool. Wade is with his girlfriend or his wife, whatever that chick's name. I forgot her name. Vanessa. And they barge in and they're like, yo, like, you need to come with us because Magneto stole the time from the VGA, the TVA, like whatever they use to kind of go back and forth. Magneto has it, and he's like, oh shit. So like it's
You
kind
said
of like
that's
that's
the
how it
end
kind of
credit scene, or that's how the movie starts off?
that's how the movie ends.
Wait, what?
That Magneto has the TVA, whatever technology they use to kind of go to the different timelines, and he's fucking shit up because he wants he's still on that mutants is over humans kind of shit.
Yeah.
So he's going to different timelines and he's fucking killing everything. Like so Magneto is gonna be like the big bad for him moving forward in the MCU. I'm not sure how true that shit is.
I thought that was the point of this movie.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Right.
It could be the other way around, but I think I read it as an end credit scene or mid credit or end. I mean, these are all scripts that's being like kind of like floated around.
So did you hear what the movie was supposed to be about then? Itself?
No, I haven't read it.
All right, that's why I was confused, because like all of the leaks and spoilers and stuff supposedly that I've heard up until this point was that what you talking about is the purpose of the movie. That's why I asked you if that's how the movie starts off, because
the movie what I remember was the reason why the TVAs even fucked with him because he had that time shit that at the end of Deadpool 2, and he was going around changing the fucking timelines and shit, killing off people that he wasn't supposed to kill off. I think that's the premise, but I don't know.
So you didn't hear anything about what like the plot of the movie was itself?
Yeah, I don't think anyone knows what the plot is, man. The movie hasn't, I'm only going based on what other people on the internet are saying.
No, I got you. I don't know for facts either, but that's why I'm asking, because I've heard like what you talking about as like the end credit scene is basically what the movie is about. Like it's supposed to be basically where Magneto. All right, I heard a leak where, and of course we'll just start it out. Everybody take this with a
what we're gonna start doing now. What we're gonna start doing now. If we're gonna hear leaks, we have to give the person the source it is. This I heard shit. We need to stop that shit.
No, I get you, and
so
I didn't know this. I didn't know this was what we was gonna talk about, so I don't have it readily.
RPK. So the person the leak that I read from was from RPK. So I'm gonna just say that now. That's where I read the source from, was RPK. Daniel RPK.
All right. So without looking like an asshole right now, I'll be able to let y'all know later, because this is something, these things been going on forever. And these are leaks that, me and Fresh are mainly the ones that keep up with the spoilers and leaks and stuff. So like, this is stuff that's been going on for a while that I've been keeping up with. So again, I'm just talking about
like movie spoil for y'all. I don't know why y'all go searching for these shit.
No, I don't go. I don't go searching for anything, to be honest. Like when these things pop up, they pop up, and I keep them, stashed. But at the same time, because he said what he said as what he heard as the end credit scene, that's why I was asking him if that was the end credit scene or if that was like the jump for the movie. Because
I get it. I get what you was asking. I'm just saying.
Well, again, I don't look for it, but what I was hearing.
I mean, we do report leaks, and this is the whole point of our shows.
Right.
We report shit that we read. So to not talk about it is like.
I mean, that's not the whole point of our show, but yeah, okay.
Some of it.
We talk movies, but I mean, yeah. I don't spoil movies for myself. That's just the way I am. So like, I don't go.
At the end of the day, I don't believe anybody wholehearted either. Though, like,
let me finish what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't spoil movies for myself because, like, I don't go looking for like scripts or this thing or like, this is what the movie's about. Like when the movie comes out, and I see the trailer, I say, okay, that's the trailer, that's the movie. I'm gonna go see it. I only need one trailer, and then I'm out to go see the movie. That's just the way I am. I'm not knocking the way you are, but I'm just the way I do it. But like, I'm saying that's just the way I am. I'm never the one to go like looking for the spoilers to see what the movie's about. I hear movies coming out this time. Okay, I can't wait to see it. Let's go. I'm already locked in.
So I think what we and Fresh does, right? What we kind of do is we talk about the leaks based on shit that's not like solidified. It's not like on film. It's not on wax. It's like if the movie's coming out, if the movie's out, or the movie's like on its way to be out, like it's done. We've seen trailers and shit. I don't try to not look for as much.
Right.
But like something that's not like. It's still considered like script leaks. theories and shit, because these are not, we don't know for sure whether or not they're real or not. They would be talking bullshit. Like this whole Magneto shit may not even be a thing. It's just we just theorizing based on what we're reading online.
This is the
but
fun
I think
for
like
me is theorizing.
yeah, it's not like actual leaks because we don't know if they're real or not. I mean, it could be real half the time, but it's just not 100%. Like we don't see like a clip that shows it definitely like that's what's happening exactly. It's just like I guess it gives us the excitement because it gives me the excitement to kind of want to watch these movies. But also it's kind of a gift and a curse because you kind of like hype yourself up for something that doesn't happen.
Right.
Like this whole Magneto shit sounds amazing. If it doesn't happen, fuck. You know what I mean? Like it may not even happen.
True.
Yeah, so yeah, man. But yeah, they're almost done with that shit. So supposedly we're gonna get some kind of like not tease, but like you know how fucking this guy does, right? He does these small little kind of like nuggets that he'll give us soon. I wouldn't say like by San Diego Comic-Con, but like maybe by the end of this year, maybe a Super Bowl trailer. Who knows?
Well, Comic-Con's not getting anything.
Yeah.
Well, Comic-Con is getting San Diego Comic-Con is not getting Marvel, it's not getting but they're still getting Paramount. Like all the big wig guys are not showing up at all. But like maybe like Super Bowl or something like a crazy ass event, you'll probably get like maybe a teaser, like just maybe a logo, whatever it is. Like it's not, maybe it's called Deadpool something, not just Deadpool 3. Captain America, Brave New World, that finished. I don't think I heard any crazy leaks about that. Oh, they saying that that this guy is gonna be a practical. It's gonna be a practical. It's not like he's not CG. What do you call this guy's name? The main villain that's gonna be in Brave New World, the leader. They're saying the leader might be full practical effect, not CG. I don't know how that's gonna work out.
You didn't hear about RDJ, bro?
I did hear about RDJ. I didn't know. You know what I mean? They saying that he was on set, but like they also said that that set has a lot of different projects happening, and that he may have been working on something across the way, and he showed up like, "Hey, I'm here," and people like automatically kind of say that he's back. I think personally would kind of be dope, right? If they had the whole scroll shit happening, like if Falcon, not Falcon, but Captain America is having a conversation with a Skrull, and the Skrull's like, I could change anything. Like he kind of like switches. He changes to Tony Stark, and he goes, what? Too soon? And he's like, oh fuck, and he goes back. Like that would be kind of like a cool little morph. Like I could be Tony Stark if I wanted to. You know what I mean? But I don't know because I don't know how that would fit in. I don't know how RDJ would fit into that situation. Unless you know something I don't know.
Well, no, I mean, what I know is that where the leak came from is that basically some random dude. Okay, so the reason why I believe he was actually there for a fact, I'm not saying the dude is in the movie, nothing. The reason why I feel like he's there for facts is that the reason the leak got released is because some dude was like, he released it on his LinkedIn, right? This is not like Reddit. This is not like anything crazy. Dude posted it on his LinkedIn. Like, yo, I was going to lunch or work or whatever. I was walking by. I seen a whole bunch of, you know how it looks when the set is cut off or whatever. My man see a whole bunch of shit. He went to talk to a security guard. Security guard was like, he asked the dude, what's going on? And security guard's just letting him know, like, yo, well, this is spoiler type shit. Yo, Robert Downey Jr. was here last night or whatever. Not saying that's how he started the conversation, but in the midst of the conversation, that's what he let him know that he was there. They were driving, him and some other people were driving a bunch of supercars on set out there, whatever the case may be. So that's why people are like, okay, he might be in the movie. What I think. Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but he's also working on season 2 of this whole new show he has on Max, where he has these supercars.
Right,
that's what I'm saying. Like
they said they wasn't shooting season 2 yet. That's why they debunked that. aspect of it.
Because
That's what I thought That's what I thought originally too.
Because it wasn't an Acura, man. You know, Robert Downey only uses Acura,
right?
And the cars they had there weren't Acura. So I'm like,
right?
I don't know, but
Nah,
I mean,
so
listen,
if anything, if he's in it, if anything, what I think it'll probably be like a throwback scene of like how you remember where they had the end credit scene of like him walking in the bar talking to General Ross.
Yeah.
I think if anything else, it's probably a rework of maybe a throwback scene, like how we're seeing a lot into what we're going to go into soon in Secret Invasion. They're doing a lot of throwback scene into the 90s and everything that was going on and giving us a lot of context into what's going on now. If anything, it might be maybe a conversation. Maybe it's with the Skrulls. Maybe it's with something else. Who knows? But it's probably just a conversation with Robert Downey Jr. and General Ross. But at the same time, they're recasting General Ross as Harrison Ford. So maybe it's just a scene with him and Harrison Ford, and it's a throwback scene, and it's giving us more context to what's going on now. So if anything else, I would say if anything definite that he's in something, it will probably be something like that. I don't think it's anything having to do with him coming back, him being around, Skrulls impersonating him. I mean, if something like you said, where he like it's just a joke, quick something like that, yeah, that's cool. But other than that, like I don't think it has anything to do with him coming back or being anything prevalent in the situation now, AI or anything like that. I don't think it's anything like that.
Yeah, it's probably like a flashback or something like that.
Exactly.
Man, he was just saying hi to his homies. She was in the neighborhood.
It could be that too. You know what I mean? It could definitely be that too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, cause I started watching that show on the Max, where he has like, cause there's a YouTuber that I follow. His name is Rich Rebuilds. He does a lot of like electric vehicles, and he got put onto the show, and he made a truck. He took a Tesla motor and put it in a pickup truck, and he got premiered on the show. Well, this is pretty dope. But yeah, so I know that they're working on season 2, and I don't know if they want to do like something. I don't know, maybe not in that vicinity. I think it was Georgia that he was filming that shit in. So I don't know. Let's see. I mean, listen, I'm here for the conversation. I'm here for the leak. So I'm all about that shit. So let's get into it, man. Because since we've been talking about Skrulls and shit, let's talk about Secret Invasion and how episode 3 was strong. These episodes are really, really fucking strong, and it's the cliffhanger at this episode was like we kind of knew. I kind of knew. I think Red too that we saying Rhodey's a fucking Skrull, but I think that Rhodey is just like I don't know if he's captured or I don't know if there's 2 Rhodeys out there that's fucking doing shit.
Rhodey's definitely a Skrull.
You think Rhodey's a Skrull, or you think someone is impersonating him?
No, Rhodey's a Skrull. Like, no, somebody's impersonating him as a Skrull in this position.
Okay, so that's what I think. So I don't think he's a full-on Skrull. I think maybe he's captured, but we probably would have saw him in that whole like lineup of people that's been captured, unless there's other establishments that we don't see him there. But yeah, I didn't see him. I didn't see any Rhodey getting mind flared and shit, whatever that shit is called. Yeah, man.
Fracking pods.
Everybody that knows, bro. I've been watching Don Cheadle for the last 15 years, bro. I know his voice when I heard it. When the caption said "man on phone," I'm like, that's fucking Don Cheadle's voice, bro. I
don't think that's him. I'm gonna just throw that out there. But go ahead.
You don't think it's Don Cheadle?
I never thought it was Don Cheadle, and then I started watching everybody's reviews, and they're oh, he's a Skrull. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't think that was him, bro.
It sounded just like Don Cheadle, bro.
It sounded like Don Cheadle, bro.
I mean, I would have to go back and watch it, but I'm just being honest with y'all. I thought that was when Shorty was like, yo, I need to speak to Gravik. He was like, yeah, but you're talking to me. I thought it was the white dude. I thought it was like Gravik's right-hand man. I never thought that was Cheadle, bro.
That call?
Yeah.
No, that was the dude. Yeah, that was the white boy.
That's what I'm saying.
You think that's the white boy?
Yeah.
That boy, that voice sounded that European. It was like
that was him. And I'm seeing everybody on the internet like, oh, Rhodey's a Skrull. That was him. And what's going on? And I'm like, that wasn't him. That was the white boy. So I'm over here like, am I tripping? Am I bugging? I gotta go watch it again. But Jared is with me on this. That was the white boy, so I feel a lot more. Bro, that wasn't Cheeto.
So
I feel like the
all right.
first call was Rhodey, the one that she was like, "Oh, I can't answer that right now."
I can't answer that right. Yeah,
I feel like that call was
that
Rhodey.
could have been, yeah, but not the last one that we heard the voice.
Bro,
nah,
bro. Then if that would have been the case, you would have not said man on the phone. You could have just said the dude character has a name. Why you put man on the phone? Why be so fucking mysterious?
Rhodey has a name too. Rhodey has a name too.
No, but then you trying to like fool the audience. Like they're trying to fool the audience on who the person is. Like I honestly thought it was Rhodey, bro. Based on how I heard, I'm like in the cadence of his voice, I'm like that sounds just like fucking Rhodey.
I didn't.
But again, I could be.
Oh,
shit, man. I don't know if it's gonna play, but yeah, I don't know if it's gonna. I don't know if it's gonna.
I don't
play.
know. Let's go. Let me get it. Should I?
Maybe,
let me turn my shit up.
I mean, I'm gonna knock that like how he was right though.
Huh?
I am a little upset that you were right from last week when you said.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Because I know Nick Fury would never marry a goddamn scroll, man.
Bro,
so
yeah.
like,
bro,
I
told you, bro. I told you, bro.
Like, why the hell would they do this shit? This is the stupidest shit they ever did.
I told you, bro. Nah, bro. It's like, yo, bro, listen. I'm not saying he did it for manipulative purposes, but think about like, I mean, bro, you big on mythology and history, bro. Like, this is what happens in wartime scenarios, bro. People end up marrying people of the other side and shit in order to show their vigilance
but bro, Nick,
and I'm not saying he did it for manipulative purposes. I'm just saying my nigga probably really loves her, and that goes into me feeling like, again, going back into what I'm saying, it was on some family shit. Gravik was their son, bro, and when that nigga dipped, like how she felt bad when he dipped, Gravik turned on that same shit, nigga. You ain't come back and you on some nigga. Fuck you, bro. I feel like they was on some family shit.
All right, so let's play this shit. Let's play this shit for the viewers, right? Because those that haven't heard it again, let's go ahead and play this shit. I'm gonna listen to it myself. Maybe I could be wrong, but let's go ahead.
It might sound staticky, bro.
St. James Church, 1 hour.
I need to speak to Gravik.
Yeah, well, you're talking to me.
That sounds like
a white guy voice.
That sounds like Rhodey, bro. Hold on, one more time.
St. James Church, 1 hour.
I need to speak to Gravik.
Yeah, well, you're talking to me.
That's not Rhodey.
You want to do it again?
That's not Rhodey.
I don't want to do it again because can I throw this in before you do it again? When that last thing happened, right? When that last scene happened, and I heard that, and she went to go get the gun, and she answered from a different phone that wasn't her main phone, bro. I immediately like looked into the white dude, and Gravik is on some shit where like, all right. To me, St. James Church, I don't know if that's an actual church that he wants to meet at, or if that's a code for St. James Rhodes. I need you to take that nigga out because Fury just exposed us to him, and we got to get rid of this. He was just called in the council. You had the other white lady that was there in the council, and you see Rhodes is on Fury's side, basically, from how they POV is. I looked at it like, okay, that was a code to like, yo, get the gun. Now you got to go take Rhodes out. Like, that's how I assumed it. I'm sorry.
Far-fetched. I can't now because they done did the stupid shit where they made the fucking scroll his wife. So now I can't even question shit he's saying now, yo.
Like, yo, hold on. How many times have we heard Rhodey say some shit like that? Like use that kind of line. Well, you're speaking to me now. Like it sounds like something he will say.
Red.
I don't know.
Red. Greek mythology.
I don't want to hear the Greek.
I'm asking you a question. Who is Scylla, bro? Who is Scylla? No, hold on. Who is Scylla? In Greek mythology.
Well, Scylla's the monster that's in that water. Scylla,
right? Right on the other side from you're right. So
I don't think she's dead. I don't think she's dead. You talking about this dude's wife?
nah, no,
Like,
well,
you think she died?
I don't think Shorty's dead either. But I'm talking about Nick's wife. Like putting the whole scroll shit aside. This is what I'm talking about. This is great writing. The way I'm looking at it, I could be wrong, but the Scylla, like Red said, is in Greek mythology is the monster. We get the phrase between a rock and a hard place, right? It's like you got cherubim and you got or Cherubis, I forgot, and Scylla, right? Who are two monsters on opposite sides of a narrow waterway that they have to go through in the Odyssey. Right, so it's basically like whatever side. It's like you stuck between a rock and a hard place. I think that in writing, if they are writing in this good way that I think they are, it's like she's the point of showing caught between a rock and a hard place. She's on Nick's side, but we're looking at her like she's sus. We're looking at Rhodey like he's sus. I think she's on his side, but at the end of the day, she's the one that's stuck between a rock and a hard place. She's stuck between the person that she loves, Nick, who's trying to do right by the planet that they all want to live on, and also between Gravik, which it hasn't been explained yet, but I feel like they really had a family shit going on, and Gravik was the son type shit. So she's stuck in between both of them right now. And that's why she's on some shit. That's why I think it's the white boy, because she's like, yo, I need to talk to Gravik, because I think Gravik is wilding right now and he's going too far and shit is getting out of control. That's why she's like, yo, I think I need to talk to him. He's like, nah, you talking to me. So that's why I thought the St. James shit was a code for them having to kill Rhodey and just keep escalating this shit.
For the simple thing, like the position that Rhodey is in, he's clearly
next to the
to the president.
Right.
And Gravik won't be there. So why would she ask Rhodey, I need to speak to Gravik, when he wouldn't be near Gravik to give like, oh, hey, Gravik,
exactly.
To you. Like,
right.
It's somebody else.
Right.
But my thing with the Nick Fury shit is that he wouldn't get with a scroll for the simple situation that it's in right now. Like he knows Nick Fury in the comic book at least would know some shit like this would go down, and he would never get with a scroll for that very reason, bro. Like, and for this Nick Fury to be married to a scroll and like have a whole like relationship with it, and then finding out that she is working with Gravik and all that shit, like, bro, like that's the main reason why he wouldn't get with the scroll in the first place. So I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this is bad writing on their part for this shit, yo.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. It's bad writing.
Bro, okay. I'm looking at it like this is, for one, overall great, because we're actually getting an insight to Nick Fury, right? We're getting it like, and people might say that, oh, he had the scroll, so he's not the great Nick Fury from the comic book. No, he is still a great Nick Fury, but yeah, now we realize, I think this is good for the MCU that, okay, this is how he ascended so quick. This makes sense.
Bro, Man on the Moon, Nick Fury, married to a scroll.
Bro, hold on. I'm keeping the comic books out of this, bro. I'm trying to stick to MCU, right? I'm trying to stick to MCU right now.
MCU is not doing the character justice, because,
and that's why I'm agreeing with you on the comic book. I agree with you. I'm just trying to say I'm putting that to the side. And for the character that we've had so long, I'm loving all of this depth that we're getting. And for him to marry a scroll, to me, in the MCU, in the storyline that's been going on, it makes sense to me, bro.
I hear what you're saying, but my thing is, when you stray away from honoring the principles of the character, and you're not doing the character what the character is or what the character will be like, that's when I start having issues with the story. And to me, Nick Fury would never marry a fucking alien, bro. Like, he would never marry no alien of any kind, because he know that could possibly be a threat to the Earth. He wouldn't do some shit like that. He's all about protecting the Earth. That's why I feel like this strays far away from his character. And that's why I don't...
Even with the way the story's been told, as far as how he's been introduced to the
I
Skrulls
understand
and all
how the
that from
story's been
Captain
told.
Marvel.
Yeah, I understand. But like I said, I feel like this something... I could see him working with the Skrulls in that aspect. Like, he's working with them, and like they're helping him do his like secret clandestine missions and stuff like that. And I can see that happening. Yes, Nick Fury is a great user of people. He does that. That's his thing. He uses people to his advantages and stuff. Yes, he does that. But for him to actually lay down with a scroll and get married,
I think that you just said it yourself. He likes to use people. I think it's a misdirect. I personally think there may be two fucking Nick Furies. Like one that is kind of like the plant, the mole, right? Where she, like maybe he, I don't know. I don't see. That's the thing. Also with the whole marriage shit, I think that's kind of like off for me. But I think that there's a reason behind that, and I think that
I won't say he would never have a relationship with a scroll. Like probably he'll say it was
not married.
That's one, but married, like married is like when you like you're intimate. You like all your secrets is right there. It's bared. Yeah, you know you like they're close together.
I hear you. Can I ask you one? Bro. Can I ask y'all one question? As melanated people watching the show and the way they've written it or shown it so far, you don't think with the parallels they've shown between the Skrulls and Nick as being a disenfranchised diaspora type from the South type black man growing up, with the parallels of that, you don't think that would bring him close enough to want to marry a Skrull? And not just for using her type of purposes? No?
Because at the end of the day, Nick Fury look at it as it's a possible threat to the world. So he wouldn't do it. Especially in the position that he's in.
I would say yes if Nick Fury within the last 10 years. But Nick Fury, like in Captain Marvel, he was not like that. He was not like, this is all for America. This is all, like, he was kind of vulnerable at that age, at that stage. So maybe he did find love, right, with this person at that time, and it kind of grew with this person. But yeah, it's weird. I'm like in between you and Red. Like it's kind of like far-fetched, but at the same time, it's like maybe he did find something. Maybe
I'm not even trying to go against Red, because I understand where he's coming from as far as like, yeah, comic book Nick Fury and all of that. I understand. I'm just saying from like what I've seen and watched from Samuel Jackson and as a character and what's been revealed in this series so far, to me, it seems plausible. It could be a fake out. It could be all bullshit. It could be, you know what I'm saying, all for like, yeah, fuck it, bitch. It's all for America. You know what I mean? It could be. But all for the world. But I don't know. I'm locked in. And to me, that's why this is good writing. I'm not even trying to argue with anybody. I'm just trying to say this is why it's good writing.
The equivalent of this is the equivalent like him marrying a Skrull is the equivalent of like Batman marrying Poison Ivy, and then like let her live in the back, let her live in Wayne Manor.
You fuck with Catwoman though,
but Catwoman is different. I didn't say Catwoman for a specific.
I know. Like, but why didn't you? What's the difference? Why did you?
Because Poison Ivy is more of a rogue than Catwoman. Catwoman is more of a she's not really a villain. She's like a in between. She's not kind of like a Punisher.
But his wife wasn't a villain either, bro. They were refugees, bro.
Nah, his wife is a villain, bro. She's working with the enemy.
The enemy is their son, which is what I'm holding to right now. If it never comes out, then fuck it. I'm on some bullshit.
They just found that his parents died, man. That ain't their son.
It's still a foster kid, bro. It's their kid, bro. That's what I'm telling you.
He raised his kid since he was like 8 years old. So yeah, like he's kind of like the stepfather. So there's history, there's growth, there's all that kind of shit. So like she's probably calling him like, yo, like you need to chill the fuck out. Maybe. We don't know. I think it could be a fake out. It could be.
But that's what I think it's gonna come down to.
And this is why them adding all this shit is dumb, because they could have just the perfect storyline for Secret Invasion they had. And then adding all this shit and just making fun. Because then now you just look messy. Now I feel like Rhodey did have a right to fire your ass now, yo. Like
he did.
Like now I feel like you fired the nigga because what the kind of dumb shit was he thinking?
That's why I don't think Rhodey is a Skrull. I'm bro.
Rhodey is a Skrull, but
I'm like, bro, you had a right to get fired. I'm really feeling like
Rhodey didn't fire him for the reason that we're talking about though. So
he fired him because he's slipping and he's not on his game and he got Colby killed. You know what I'm saying? He's slipping, bro. He's not in it. He's been out of the game. He's not, to me, he's not. But I'm just saying what's been going on from everybody else's POV. Bro, you slipping, bro.
I think this is why I kind of like this show, because
I do too.
it draws this kind of this conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's because we don't know what's going on, bro. Like this whole spy espionage is trying to fake us out as well. Like they're faking the audience as well as what's happening on TV. So like
I'm
no
just
one is
saying,
really in the loop.
This is my Kingpin getting hit by a car moment, and
Damn, nah, you bugging, bro. You bugging, bro.
I'm
Nah,
sorry. I'm
you
sorry.
taking it too far, bro.
I'm not
I
taking it too
understand
far. I'm not
having an
taking it too
issue, but bro, you wilding, bro. It's not bad like that,
bro. This is my Kingpin getting beaten by K Bishops. This is where I'm drawing the line, bro.
Man,
It's shit
wilding,
that the
bro.
character would not do. It wouldn't happen, yo. It wouldn't happen. This is where I'm drawing the line. This is where it is at, yo. It's where it's at.
I appreciate it because of what you're saying right now. The character wouldn't do that. That's not Nick Fury. But then you sit down and we got these conversations with him and Talos. It's like, yo, mate, listen, like, yo, I'm not saying you're not the man, bro, but like, yo, listen, we helped you, bro. Don't rewrite history. I love that shit right there, bro, because it's like
that shit was legit. I felt that shit.
That shows that basically what you saying, Red, like. Nick Fury is that nigga, bro. Like, we all know Nick Fury is that nigga, but at the same time, it's like, bro, but this is the real of it. What we all don't see behind the scenes, this is the real of it. What's really going on? Does it knock him down a peg? Because I ask myself this too. It's like, is this like really destroying who Nick Fury as a character is? And I'm like, nah. It's just like that's the persona, that's the bravado of who Nick Fury is. That's what you need as the ultimate spy. But at the same time, from the people that's close to you, we all know, yeah, you that nigga, bro. But come on, we all know we was here. We were certain people helped you here. This person helped you here. It wasn't all you, bro. People helped you. I appreciate that.
Fury killed a Skrull right after having sex with one, bro. Like, and you're laughing because you know it's true. Nick Fury killed the Skrull right after having sex with her. Like, he just finished smashing Shorty. Shorty went into the next room, talking on her phone, and her little Skrull like, ha, ha, ha. My man pulled out the gun.
Hold on. All right. So hold on. So basically, so we need to get rid of Samuel L. Jackson, and we need to bring in David Hasselhoff. Then is what you're talking about.
David Hasselhoff not letting this shit happen. He's slacking,
bro. That's the Fury you talking about. If we want to talk about what we talking about, we need to bring in David Hasselhoff there, right?
I mean, they're gonna have the black Nick Fury being like this, and they're bringing David Hasselhoff here. I'll take this. This is ridiculous.
Yo, going into
so man putting the whole world in danger for some poontang, yo. Like, come on, man.
That's what happens, man.
Before we fucking spiral off, do you think Gaia is dead? You think she's making it out?
No.
I hope so.
Okay. Wow.
I hope she's dead.
Yo, my man is on point today. Yo, he's on
my man wants to watch the world burn right now. I feel you, right?
Cause she dumb, bro. I knew that car. They're gonna flash a headlight, and then there's gonna be a car waiting in the woods. I knew it was gonna happen. How the hell you fall off your bike, yo?
When did y'all know it was a setup?
Bro, as soon as the security was light for that shit, bro.
Nah, for me, it was when he made the phone call. Like, why would you make that phone call
in the car, right? In the car,
yeah.
Me too.
That's what threw me off. Yeah.
Me too.
I was like, nah. He just baited you, bro. He just baited you.
Exactly. And my man just murked somebody in the last episode, and now it's just me and you in the car. I make a phone call, and you gonna be dumb as shit to go text your pops that shit. I mean.
He already had this. The red flags already there when he questioned her. Like, yo, only this dude and this guy knew.
Yep.
Like, how?
Yeah.
So he was already on that time. Like, I don't know if I could trust you.
I appreciate it.
I
appreciate it.
Why you killed him before you know the shit wasn't adding up?
He was a liability anyway, bro. I don't know what you told. Regardless, if it ain't this, I don't know what you leaked, bro. You liability.
I told him nothing. Lies.
You told him scientists.
Lies.
You definitely did tell him the scientists.
Exactly.
You tell him the location.
Exactly. So this is what I'm saying. Liabilities, bro.
He ain't in there getting tortured. What the hell is it? You try getting your shit clipped off and see how you ain't gonna be singing soon.
No, he good. I mean, my man Super Skrull now, so he good.
Not yet.
But you could tell.
What?
What happened?
You said not yet?
He's gonna have it, yeah, but no, I don't think he has it yet.
Bro,
Oh wait, he healed the hand. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, bro.
I was about
He got
to bring that. I was about to bring that shit up because yo, you
And
can
that's
tell
why I
how
don't believe Shorty's dead. I think she went in there real quick too.
So back to that scene, right? So you could tell that Talos, right? He has like this kind of like he may not be in power, but you can see that Gravik still has a little bit of respect for him, like he like kind of like an OG,
right?
Because he choked him out. He was like, "Damn, like I ain't gonna do nothing right now."
Right.
He kind of had that kind of like, I can still beat your ass, even though he can't. But you can tell like he kind of sunned him at the same time.
And that kind of to me showed that he personally wasn't the one that killed his wife, but he was involved, and that's probably why he let it slide because he's like,
I think his wife is not dead, and I think his wife is probably working with him.
The other Nick Fury.
Yeah, I think she's working.
I feel you.
Maybe she's like, maybe she's on Gravik's time, and she's like, "Yo, this motherfucker is too weak, or whatever." Who knows? I don't think that she's. I don't think she's dead.
Right. I hate
no one ever stays dead except for Maria Hill.
I mean, you said stays dead. They never showed his wife die. He just been saying they killed your mom, so that's why I'm on your wave too in a way. Like
you didn't see Maria Hill's body.
That's true. She could be a scroll too.
What you mean?
I feel like that. Maria Hill, we didn't see her body. We just saw a casket. It could be empty.
I mean, they held on that shit for like 2 episodes. Like, I think she's dead.
I just feel like that's like
y'all really don't. Y'all don't think she's. Hold on. Y'all don't think she's dead?
I hope. I don't know. I'm hoping that she's not dead.
But mind you, we didn't see a funeral. We just saw her body get shipped back to thing. They didn't do a funeral.
I thought that was. And talking to her moms, I thought that was enough to show that Shorty was done.
That was in the funeral.
Everybody thought Nick Fury was dead. For a while.
When?
He wasn't dead.
When?
In Captain America, when he got fucking bodied.
That was doing one movie.
Maybe this is all bullshit. Maybe that Nick Fury died and a Skrull has taken his place ever since.
Oh, I don't like that. I hear you. I don't like that at all.
How would a Skrull not to be able to tell another Skrull though?
Yeah,
they know how to tell each other.
Yeah, I need this to be Nick. That's why I don't want there to be 2 Nicks either. Because I heard people talking about that too, and I'm kind of like looking at it in ways like, yeah, he doesn't have an eye patch on here. He got the glasses on here. I'm like,
1-on-1 Nick fits because I mean he's using the life model decoys like he did in the comic book.
That should be in my mind too, bro. Like that's why I'm like, what the fuck is really going on? They can't play him, y'all.
Because sometimes when they killed Nick, they think they killed Nick, and then they find out the life model decoy.
See,
it's not really him.
But then I think that, and then I always have fresh in the back of my head, like, yeah, you always want it to be like that, and it sounds better, but nah, they're not doing shit like that. So I always hear that from fresh in my mind, like, nah, they're not doing that, bro. I would love shit like that to happen.
He saw Talos scroll for him, so that wouldn't work. He knows the difference between
plot
Talos
twist.
and
Mother isn't dead. Oh shit, Talos died.
That'd be funny though.
I mean, it's just satire. It's a satire comment.
That'd be funny. That would be funny though.
Well, right? I don't know. Like, damn, maybe his mother didn't. But you know what? Maybe the mother is the prime minister. Since the prime minister was so quick to vote this dude into power, type shit. Maybe, it's on some from a certain point of view. Yeah,
they're gonna do that shit. I'm telling you,
he killed your mother. Yeah, from a certain point. I'm calling it right now. Right now, Soren is the UK prime minister.
Bro, that shit was funny when he was like, "You owe me an apology." He said, "I ain't got no more of those. I used it up."
I gave out the only one of those I had today. Oh man, I love Nick. I love her too. Damn, I forgot her name. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, man.
I need to give her respect too.
They're gonna pull the carpet. They're gonna pull the carpet from under our feet, man. Watch.
They are.
I will say. I'd say maybe the next episode they're gonna kind of reveal some shit.
Bro, they don't have no payoff where they bring back like some heroes that we thought were dead. With this shit, man, they better bring back like Scarlett Johansson or something like that, man.
They said it was once again it was Daniel RPK saying that it may, and they said that a cameo might happen, and it's gonna be like tied into the Thunderbolts, which you all knew.
Yeah.
Then it might be Make a Wish, Captain America, and Davey Harper's character. What's his name?
Like their scrolls and their
Red
bodies
Guardian.
are really captured.
Red
David
no,
Harper?
they get
Red Guardian.
yeah, Red Guardian. They're gonna come help. So they're gonna try to kill Gravik because I think the Prime Minister is gonna contact Val, and Val's gonna be like, I'll send my Suicide Squad to kill Gravik. So I don't know how true that is, but I really don't want to see this guy.
That's too scattered for me. That's all.
I mean,
that opens this up to be like all over the place all of a sudden, like I don't know.
I mean, would it not be in Disney's fashion to scatter things up the last episode?
I don't want to look at it like that. I would say
based on facts, Fresh Prince. Please don't give me that other shit. Based on facts, the season finale it's normally all over the fucking place.
If the Skrulls are gonna have powers, you're gonna have to bring some superpower people in,
right?
Because Fury ain't gonna be able to handle that by himself.
Or we might get Sam.
I nominate Spectrum, Photon. I prefer Spectrum though, but whatever they call her, Monica Rambeau.
You think they're gonna bring the Marvels in? That's high.
I'm not saying all of them. I'm not saying no.
Scattered.
It's not scattered because that's where Fury is gonna end up after this fucking show. So if you want to keep continuity and you want to keep this, and after her show, a Skrull came and got her talking about somebody wants to talk to you. That's not scattered. That's more connected than.
I mean, to be honest,
anything else to me.
Ms. Marvel is supposed to be the enemy of the Skrulls. She was raised to be the enemy of the Skrulls, but on the Kree world. So.
But I mean, Captain Marvel, he wants Photon to be down. Photon doesn't have that issue.
That's what I'm saying. She was already working with Shield. I mean, with Sword already. You know what I'm saying? And
I know
and then the Skrull came and got her. Hold on. Wait. We can't dismiss this. I'm thinking about this now because I didn't even think about this before.
Nobody's dismissing it. I'm just saying we got 3 episodes left, man. We got to talk about facts.
No, I hear you, but I haven't heard. This is why I want to talk about this. Nobody has spoken about this. That's how the fucking show ended. Is that a Skrull came down talking about, yo, somebody wants to talk to you and they up there, which is Nick Fury. We already knew, we speculated, but we not even connecting or calling back to that from now. So if they got, I think that that's
but we've been knowing Nick Fury was up there because and then the Skrulls were down there because Spider-Man Far From Home already showed that.
Yeah, Talos and his wife fucking in the car like they were posing as Nick Fury and Maria Hill.
Yeah, but they haven't had contact with Fury in this time. That's what they've been beefing about. They wasn't up there. They was down here. Fury was the one that was up there. So she went up there. She went up there to talk to Fury, not Talos and his wife. So that's what I'm saying. If that's my vote. I'm just saying. I'm not. That's my vote.
I mean,
if you got a superhero cameo, that's my vote. It's Monica.
You gotta have superhero cameo at some point in this
makes the
show.
most sense.
Like, he's not gonna be able to handle this shit on his own.
Yeah. And unless Rhodey put on that suit, we gonna need some.
Well, we gotta find the real Rhodey first.
Word.
Anyhow, they said if that was real Rhodey, that was so out of character for Don Cheadle's Rhodey, yo.
On the second watch, I didn't think so. But why do you think so?
You really don't think so?
I watched it again after I heard people saying
talking about Rhodey who took a freaking blast from Vision for Iron Man.
Yeah,
and he's gonna talk about like, oh, these guys will jump and take a bullet from me, like throw away other people's lives when he's a protector. He wouldn't talk about like.
I mean, he's a military dude. He's a jokester. He's also the same nigga that talk about, yo, why do we don't go back and Thanos as a baby?
That's different.
Why is that different? That's still a joke, bro. Like,
Rhodey and Iron Man had a lot more of a bigger rapport with each other. I guess being around each other for so long versus him and Nick Fury, because like the United States and fucking Shield were not like they were at odds at the same time. So like, They probably didn't really fuck with fucking.
I mean, Shield works for the world. They don't work for the United States directly.
I can imagine like Don Cheadle not really liking fucking Nick Fury like that.
That's why I found it weird that he said, "Oh, I volunteer to fire you." Like that's like that the whole world would have to agree to fire Nick Fury because it's like he works for the world, not for America.
But I think also it would be in his character to volunteer. It's not saying like, yeah, I volunteered to fire you. Like I wanted to do the shit. It's like,
no, that's how
like,
he said
I'm
it.
the
That's
closest.
exactly how he said it.
No, I feel you. But what I'm saying is like, yeah, I volunteered because like, yeah, I'm the one that can talk to you and whatever. And I don't know.
You put too much compassion in that. I volunteered, bro.
I'm just going through the whole conversation that they had. Period. That whole conversation,
shit, bro.
That was a dope ass conversation.
He said, "Send me." I volunteered. That was like I thought he said, "Man, I personally wanted to come here and fire your ass."
Yeah, but no, I volunteered to come here, not like I wanted to. He's not saying I volunteered to fire you. I volunteered to be the one to come here because at the end of the day, just the same thing. I'm the one that's here, and look how you acted. If it was somebody else, bro, you would have probably did some extra shit.
You went into that. You went into that scene way different, bro.
I don't know.
Yeah, you went into that scene way different, bro.
I guess I am.
That's definitely how he said it. When he said, "Oh, they sent you to fire me." He said, "Sent me. I volunteered." That's like saying, I wanted to come here and fire your ass, yo. Because if you didn't want to fire him, why would you say you wouldn't volunteer? You'd be like, yo, no.
It's because it's like it's an order. It's an order that comes down from a superior, which is the president. Yo, we got to do this. It's the same thing like with Tony. Like, yo, if the government gonna send people in to go get the Iron Man suit, it's like, nah, bro. It's like, no, I volunteered. I'm the one that's gonna go in there. I'll go and get the suit because I know if y'all send anybody else in, it's gonna be crazy, and we don't need all of that. It'll be a lot smoother if I'm the one to go in and do it. Which is the reason why he went in to go grab the suit from Iron Man.
No, originally he wasn't gonna steal the suit from Tony originally, but it's when Tony was spiraling out, that's why he took the suit and then brought it to the United States government because Tony was spiraling.
Exactly.
It wasn't
exactly.
It wasn't his original thought to say, "Oh, I'm gonna go steal the suit from Tony and betray my friend." You know what I mean?
I got you. And in the same way, I'm saying that what you're reading into is like, "Oh, I volunteered to do it." What I'm saying is that's equivalent to the same thing as like, "Yo, Nick is spiraling out." And the fact too, yo, you just got Maria Hill.
No, he just got to Earth.
You the only. Hold on. You the only one.
He just got to. Bro, spiraling out. He just got to Earth. One mission went wrong.
Okay, hold on, bro. Hold on. I'm not the. Listen, I'm not the one that's saying. I
mean, 2000.
I'm not saying he's wilding. What I'm saying is, from Rhodey's point of view, equivalent to the way that he was the one to go into Iron Man 2 and go in and get the suit. It's the same way he's like, yo, let me volunteer to go in. I'll be the one to fire Nick Fury because if you send in
differently, bro.
Hold on, bro. All I'm saying is the way I took it, you saying I'm looking at it different. The way I took it is that he volunteered to go in and be the one to go calm Nick Fury down and be like, this is the call that's coming down. Because if anybody else comes in and do it, they're probably going to be boastful, whatever in the fact. And then you're going to go out and do some extra shit. I'm trying to be here and come here, find out what's really going on, find out why you're doing what you're doing, and let you know what's going on. But you are wilding because you just got Maria Hill killed, bro.
Time out. Hold on. So you think the way he was talking to Nick Fury in that restaurant was him trying to calm him down?
What I'm saying is it was a great scene. It was great dialogue, and it can be taken any way. You are taking it the way, bro. I'm not trying to debate. All I'm trying to say is the way I took it. Y'all take it one way. I'm trying to show you the way that I took it. I don't think, all I'm saying is y'all think Rhodey's a scroll. I'm saying on the opposite side that it could be possible that Rhodey is not a scroll, and that was a valid conversation, and these are the reasons why. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Or Rhodey's a scroll because he's talking real reckless.
Like you said, yeah. Or that. Or what I said. He could just be going in there. My man said. Yes, it could be either way.
He just lightly talked about humans losing their lives for him. Like, oh, I know they'll throw away their lives for me or some shit like that. And then he said, and then also he went over there calling basically Nick Fury a mediocre man. Like, come on. If he had respect for Fury, he wasn't gonna call him mediocre, bro. Like he didn't have no respect for Fury. That's a scroll call. That was a scroll, bro.
Okay.
That was straight up a scroll.
Okay, I could also say it's the point of view of somebody that does have respect for somebody, like he was saying, that has respect and ancestral history and all that, and still tell you that you fired because at this point in what you're doing right now, with all the respect that I've had and everything that we've gone through with each other, at this point right now, you're bugging, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's all I can say.
He's started shouting.
I'm not shouting. I'm saying you're bugging. That's how he's saying it.
Your voice go up.
Yes, the peak of my voice went up. I'm saying that yes, I have all this respect for you, but right now you're bugging. You're bugging, which is what he was trying to say to him. That's all. I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm not trying to say you wrong. I'm trying to say yes, there are two options right here. I'm just saying it's not straightforward with that. This
I'm
is
just
what
trying
it
to
is.
let you know
And
that
it's good writing. It's great
that
writing.
There was no respect in that conversation, bro. There was no respect for Nick Fury at all in that conversation. I was like, he was basically talking to Nick Fury like he was talking to a child, bro. And then when Nick Fury said, "Oh, we worked hard for mediocre men," I can't remember the line directly what he said, but he said we worked hard to make sure mediocre men have the power.
The reason we didn't wrestle power from mediocre men to pass it on to other mediocre men that look like us. That's what it was. No, I'm just giving it to you. That's what it was. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ.
I'm helping you. You say you don't remember. I'm just helping you. Go ahead.
My man is like Skip Bayless, bro. Don't let nobody talk, bro. Like,
bro. But I'm just saying, if you had respect for Fury, you wasn't gonna call him, even if he messed up that one mission, and which is the one mission that he messed up. You don't just flat out call somebody mediocre because he messed up that one mission. And let's call a spade, regardless if Fury was there or not. 2,000 people was gonna die. Probably more than 2,000 people was gonna die if Nick Fury wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
So for them to Rhodey even come out there talking that crazy shit to Fury when he know like the difference between somebody being there and somebody not being there, how shit could be much worse. Like that's disrespectful in itself, especially Rhodey being in the position that he is, where he's known to be out there doing superhero shit with the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy in itself for him to come out there and talk to Fury that reckless. That's why people believe Rhodey's a scroll, because they're saying like, yo, he of all people should know that casualties can happen in a situation like this because there's some shit that's just not in your control.
Yeah, then they fucking kill more people in Age of Ultron. The whole city dropped out of fucking shit.
They sure did.
Whose fault was it? It was Ultron, right? But the Avengers are there.
And it was their plan to drop the city, and they dropped the town down. And they were the one that made that plan to drop it down, and they dropped it, and they killed more people just by dropping the city down on top of the whatever was down at the bottom.
I just think that when it comes out to Nick Fury, like he has to walk on eggshells.
I mean, Rhodey signed the Sokovia Accords, right?
Mm-hmm. He did. He said, but he also said that he wished he didn't.
Right. So, which means there's something to him which feels that they need some type of organization, right? Like we need some type of organization, but maybe this shit was too far. But he did feel like they were kind of wilding, right? So for Nick Fury to be on his own and be like, yeah, I'm the only one that can solve this on my own, based on everything that Judge just said, I feel like that makes sense.
You don't find it crazy like how at first they were talking cordial with each other until after Nick Fury started telling him about the scroll plot, and then that's when he started talking to him all reckless and shit?
It's possible, yes.
Why? Because after he told the scroll plot, why would you then? If I just told you that we're infiltrated by like a lot of people, why would
Because you saying you can do it by yourself. Bro, how are you gonna stop if Rhodey has the intel that he has, right? There's a million scrolls in this world right now that we gotta try to find some way to get a handle over, and you out here like, nah, bro, just back me up. I could do it by myself. Bro, you're wilding. how the fuck are you stopping a million people by a million scrolls by yourself? Go ahead.
My man's cussing.
I'm listening.
My man's cussing now.
No, it's not even. It's not even aggressive towards Red. I'm just. It's the. What I'm saying is in the character of what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. It's like I understand what he's saying because it's like, bro, how are you stopping this by yourself? And then you just got Shorty killed.
But
You wildin', bro.
Not firing the person either, though. Like the person that knows the most about what's going on. How you stopping them by firing them? Like that doesn't fit the situation.
By what he said, it's like the whole conversation was the point in we get power and we were my man had July 4th fireworks going on. We out there.
Some shit happened like the reaction. I don't know what provoked that shit.
Nah, but I'm just saying again. I'm not arguing with anybody. It's just points. I just see where Rhodey is coming from. I'm not even like, nah, I'm backing Rhodey. Hard body. He's 100% not a scroll. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this is great writing because from both sides, I see what's going on. And where everybody's jumping into like 100% Rhodey's a scroll, I see it, what y'all talking about. But at the same time, I'm like, the way the writing is going, I still see where this is like legit from just a regular person talking about like, yo, bro, you just wilding, thinking you could do all this shit by yourself. You don't even have the government backing you. You have no resources. The scrolls that you had that got you into power in the first place is the ones you going against, bro. Like this shit is mixy, bro. Like you can't do this by yourself. So I understand that point. But if they would have turned around and say he's a scroll, again, on your aspect, I would totally understand why they said that, how they set it up, and all of that.
I mean, I can't argue too much because the way the writing in this show, Nick Fury's married to a damn scroll, so who knows? Anyway, they probably done wrote Rhodey character all crazy too. So who knows, bro? Who knows at this point, bro? The way this shit going on.
Yo, Red is on fire today, bro. I love it.
It's all good, though. It's all good.
At the same time, he's not wrong.
I'm not even saying he's wrong. That's the crazy shit. I feel like he's looking at me like I'm saying he's wrong. I'm not trying to disagree with him. I'm just really, and I'm not even trying to play devil's advocate, but it is a devil's advocate to what he's saying because the way I'm viewing it is I'm like, at the same time, it could be valid where he's just a dude trying to work his way up and be, because the best way to be in power is to be there and be close to the president where he is now, right? Yes, that's the greatest thing for a scroll to be, right? Is in the closest position to the fucking president. But at the same time, with the conversations and everything we talking about with melanated people and everything that we had to grow through and the rise to power and everything with that, to me, that's also great writing to be like, yo, this is the reason why we get into these positions, bro, so that we can make sure that these people is not wilding, not to just pass it off to somebody else just because you look like us. So again, I understand what y'all saying, like, yo, you calling Nick Fury mediocre, like that's fucked up. Yeah, I feel you, but at the same time, in that argument that they were having with what I was saying, as far as you feeling like you're the only person that could do this by yourself and nobody else could help you and you the only one, like, bro, that's a fallacy, bro. You need help in that situation. So in that argument for shit to get heated and for him to call him mediocre, I feel what people are saying, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, that's also valid for people to get agitated to that point and be like, yo, this is what it is, bro. I'm letting you know. Somebody has to give you a hardcore reality check because there has been nobody else in history to be able to give you this reality check. So I'm just looking at it like that. And if you guys are right, or again, it's not like it's a point. I'm like, yeah, hardcore. I'm just saying the writing is great, and I'm saying it could be looked at in either way. And either way, how they play it out, I don't think it'll be like, oh, that's bullshit. I think either way it comes out, it'll be a good ending to how they culminate all of this shit, because it's been tense throughout this entire show, and I think that's a point of a spy wartime show that you want to come out with, and it's been way more adult than anything else they came out with. So no matter what, to me, this shit, has been hands down a favorite for me. So
I'm with you there. I'm with you there. These 3 episodes has definitely been like one of the best. But again, I have PTSD when it comes down to like, yeah, when it comes down to that shit. Nah, I'll just say like I'm just like I'm afraid. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like how many times can we get fooled, bro? Like, so I'm just trying to take it easy and not trying to like put too much into it and just kind of enjoy it for what it is.
Mhm.
And I'm having a good time as of right now, but I am getting a little scared because we got 3 episodes left, and it seems like a lot of I mean, there's a lot of like moving parts, but it hasn't really gone anywhere just yet. Just a lot of like setup, and I love it, but I'm just hoping that it lands on its feet and becomes like a really good fucking show. So that's what Marvel needs. Marvel needs something to be like from start to finish great. You know, a lot of people like WandaVision, but a lot of people have issues with the first 2 episodes. But something from start to finish, that'd be great for Marvel, and great for whatever's coming up after. With the Marvels and Captain America. So let's see, man. For me, this episode gets a 5 out for me. I have no issues with it. I'm just a little upset that we can't binge it. But other than that, that's just me being greedy. But yeah, week to week, man, it's been a blast. I can't wait for Wednesday.
I agree wholeheartedly. I give it a 5 also. I was locked in from beginning to end, and I don't think Guy is dead. I think she jumped in the machine too because she was in there seeing what was going on. So I don't think she's dead. But yeah, I'm still locked in. And like you said about the reservations, I'm trying to hold that out. I'm trying not to hold this show accountable for whatever else happened. I'm trying to like stay focused, and that's why I'm so happy and hype on talking and debating about whatever it is that's going on, because this show actually has me locked in, and I have no real complaints, like Fresh said. So I'm good. What about you, right?
That shit getting a 4 for me. The fact that they married Nick Fury to his star for that shit, bro. Yeah, 4 out of 5 for me for this episode.
Do you see? I honestly think that they're gonna end up killing off Talos, and we're gonna be stuck with Emily Clark.
Abigail Brand.
I think we're just gonna end up. I think she's gonna end up being the one that's gonna probably kill Gravik, if she is what you say, that she jumped in the machine and now she's a super scroll herself. Once again, I mean, it's there's no strong male superheroes anymore. It's like
I'm trying not to think about that. I'm just watching the show, bro. I mean,
Hey, man,
what it is.
I was calling it from the rafters, but you guys are saying, nah, man. I was telling y'all, I was saying, taking away all the male heroes.
Yeah, because if she's the one that's gonna take Gravik down, I'm just like, all right, cool.
Nah, she is though, because if what I think is true, and like it is really like some pseudo family shit where they was like together and they was married, obviously, and they had Gravik living with them on some real son like type shit. If it's like that, he's not gonna be able to kill him, bro, and that's the issue. Probably what's going on right now, and the hesitancy and all of that. So yeah, it's gonna be her. Yeah, it's probably gonna be her.
Gravik's gonna be laying on the ground, almost dying, and he's telling Nick Fury, like, "I just wanted you to be my dad." You
just left me. You just fucking left me, man. You lied to me, man.
TV. If it's daddy issues, bro, I'm flipping my TV.
It is. I'm telling you right now, bro. I'm telling you right now, it's daddy issues.
How come you never wanted to play catch with me?
I mean, I hope it ain't nothing whack like that, but I'm telling you, it is daddy issues. It's the fact that he fucking left, bro. And the same shit his wife was talking about, he felt it even more because, you know what I mean, that was his daddy. Yeah.
Man, he was not in space that long, bro.
I mean, he was gone for 5 years. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not that long, especially for Skrulls, too, because they age low. So, oh, shit. Here we go. Yeah. We about to start ripping it apart now.
All right, he was 8 years old, but he was really like 20. He was really like 27, bro.
I know, right?
Well, I said,
like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You're like 30 years old, cuz.
This is what I was talking about.
Get over it, bro. Move on.
I'm just fucking going over my own theories, bro. Because it doesn't really go anywhere.
He got it when he was a kid. I said, okay.
Yeah, I mean these are things that become unlocked as we speak about these things.
That's what it is. But I'm telling you,
I didn't think about it until now.
I'm telling you, I knew from the gate. That was my theory from the gate. Is that
that should be super whack. It's about daddy issues, bro. That would be super whack, but
it is. But I'm telling you right now, that's what it is, bro. Just get ready.
Daddy wasn't there.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
My man killed
Mommy didn't care.
Daddy.
Word. So find me a home, nigga. And then after that, I was cool. I didn't need a home because I had Earth and I had Jewel and I had, you know what I mean, stepmommy.
If you're gonna be mad,
shit was cool. But then you left and you got blipped. That's not your fault. That's cool. But then you came back and you fucking left. Man, nigga, fuck you, bro.
If you're gonna be mad, bro, be
that's
mad
what
at
it
the
is.
fucking be mad at the fucking creed, bro. Like, don't be mad at the fucking humans, bro.
Nah, that's what it's gonna be. The whole little rant I gave. That's what it's gonna be, bro. Watch.
I mean, we take your little ungrateful ass shit and you talking about you want to make us extinct, yo. You know, F you, bro. That's why we don't be trusting people, bro.
Nigga, 1 million people on Earth is not enough, bro. That's what do you kick? It's like 1 million people in Manhattan. It's like I think 20 million in Manhattan.
If they're all on the same page, that's definitely enough, though. If they all on the same page. If they get in positions of power and shit like that, the way they doing it, if they did it the right way, that shit could definitely be crazy.
Position of power, bro. My man, our technology is so not advancing as much as their shit is. They already have a head start and shit as far as technology based. Anyways, man. But yeah, man, this episode was solid, man. We'll talk about it next week. For episode 4. We had a 3-hour mark. Yeah, so we're gonna end today's episodes. And yo, bro, before we move out, when I've been looking at the algorithm, bro, these live channels, these live shows have been moving up as far as like viewership. So normally we get like 10 to 12. Now we're getting like 50 to 60 on these rewatches. So that's good. People are watching it on demand, which is great. So for those that's doing that, thank you so much. But please like and subscribe. That's where it really shows. So if you guys have any questions or you guys want to throw any questions out there for us or follow our socials, link at the bottom. We have all our socials. Go there if you want to subscribe, get merch, Discord, as well as our individual Instagrams. You could do that if you want to follow us. Yeah, man, definitely. We're available, guys. We are available as of right now. All right. In the future, you may not have that luxury to talk to us like that. You know what I mean? We have high hopes. So, yeah, man. Until next week, guys, man. We'll catch y'all later. Peace.
Peace. Follow the threads too, y'all.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never race, no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go,
Whoa. I'm driving the train right now.
Hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in the I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way.
Yo, it's like, nah, bro.
It's a nice range, 'cause I grind through.
Welcome to another trailer reaction for Untitled Live.
My man was in a regular suit, like a suit, 3-piece suit and a tie with a cowl on.
What?
Damn! Slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran, said no, man, I still go.